Stand back.
That's oddly accurate. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but from the Batman franchise, when Catwoman goes on vacation, she's dressed just like Christy Lee.
I thought Christy looks like she's about to head a SWAT team.
Yeah.
All right, we're going in. I'll lead the way.
One of my favorite BBC shows is called Trigger Point, and they go in and disarm bombs and things, and you're exactly dressed like her. Yeah.
Huh. Now, Christy's been wearing a cap, but looks good. I think that's a great look for you, Christy.
Looks nice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about my hair. It's awesome.
She's over there at the Silac news desk.
She is?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Pat Godwin, because there's a sign behind her that says Silac. That's the only thing it reminds me.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah. You know, there's a I Hate Steven Singer sign behind Josh, too.
Where?
Over.
Oh, it's way over there. I can't see it from
And
here.
I think there's a Dude Wipes sports desk behind me, right?
There sure is.
Yeah, there you go.
I really have to look around this place.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's Ace.
There's a whole world spinning out here. That is Ace Cosby. I'm Chick at the Dude Wife Sports Desk, and here's Tom.
Every day we all see something that's unbelievable.
Sure.
Oh, did you see something today that was unbelievable?
Not today.
You never stop. Never stop learning.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
I think you see something unbelievable every day. The growing of a flower,
miracle of life,
the chirping of a bird.
Oh, shut up.
Hey.
I had a guy pass me going 80 miles an hour on a city street and going through a red light that had been red for about 10 seconds. That was fun.
That's always sort of thrilling to watch when you're far enough away.
It's like a live action movie.
Yeah.
My favorite were those, there's a red light in front of you. And there are a bunch of cars already stopped, and there's a guy right on your ass that he passes you so he can get to the red light first.
Yeah. And then you pull up next to him and go, yeah, what did that do?
And then the classic on a two-way road yesterday, there was a guy drifting over, and I'm thinking, what? And of course, literally holding his phone up next to his head, I guess, so he could alternately glance over. And
I used to be the king of hand motions and, like, hey, what's going on? Put my hands out.
Yeah.
Not anymore, man. I mind my own business.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
You got to do what the coaches do in the sideline. If you're going to curse a guy out, you hold up your hand so they can't see you and lip read when you go, mother.
You hold a menu right up in front of your face.
You don't take a deep breath and just go, I hope whatever that person's in a hurry for gets brewed.
Oh,
no. I curse him and I hope that he gets cancer immediately.
Oh, my.
For a slow, painful death. Yeah, you're driving in my lane. You don't have enough hostility. I do. I got a lot to get out here.
All right.
I'm still pissed about that butter thing.
From yesterday at Costco?
Yeah, that really bugs me.
Yes, but can you see that it does make sense that they would have to do that? Because people are so litigious and silly. What happened was butter was not marked as having dairy in it at Costco.
But it was called butter.
Right, but...
and it had the word cream in it.
But you know how the world works.
Wasn't there a huge controversy not that long ago that eggs aren't dairy or something like that?
Have eggs ever been considered dairy?
Not dairy.
No, it's always in the dairy section, though. And some people think it is dairy, I guess.
I gotcha.
Oh, my God.
It's not dairy, it's eggs.
I'm telling you, within the herd, there are too many idiots out there.
Unless you got a cow.
If they're going to eat it and seize because they didn't know an egg, if they didn't know that egg had egg in it, and they eat it and seize and die. Hey, the world's a better place. We've thinned the herd. The butter thing really bugged me.
Oh, sure, it's annoying because somebody would sue who didn't even...
It says, let's see, the FDA announced that 80,000 pounds of Costco's Kirkland Signature butter was recalled because it didn't say contains milk on it.
And if you bought it, they said it's fine.
And cream is listed as an ingredient. By the way, this is, interestingly enough, this is the official thing says unsalted sweet cream butter and 32,400 pounds of Kirkland Signature salted sweet cream butter was recalled. By the way, the salted sweet cream butter has salt in it. Do we have to have a separate sign saying...
properly labeled, though.
It says salt, yeah.
Butter is just cream beaten on beyond submission. You can make it at home.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You just put it under a mixer, and it mixes for long enough, and you'll have butter.
Whipping cream is also crazy to me when I did it.
Yeah,
I made homemade whipped cream one time. I was like, what?
But also, let's just, whoever thought of that, Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
See, we're not giving enough prizes for great stuff like that.
Well, we have another award today, though. I missed out on. I missed out on the Nobel Prizes for physics.
Oh, what'd you?
All that.
They're not paying attention.
And now I'm not getting.
Chemistry?
No, it's the sexiest man.
Oh, the sexiest man alive.
I missed it again.
They're definitely not paying attention.
People magazine.
Yeah, they're not paying attention. Tom.
This is an
who it is?
odd choice. Yeah, I saw it this morning.
John Krasinski.
He's kind of homely.
You think John Krasinski's homely?
What's wrong with you?
I tell you this, there's the biggest divide between him having a beard and not having a beard. If he has a beard, he's incredibly handsome, I think. If he doesn't have a beard, he
looks very young,
he's
very
homely.
I mean, even of the Jack Ryans, he's the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, I don't think so.
Alec Baldwin, Ben Affleck, Harrison Ford. One of these things is not like the other.
He might be the fourth most handsome in that cat, but women swoon over him.
Yeah,
man.
I don't
they
think
love him.
Ben Affleck's
I don't think Ben Affleck's that handsome.
Oh, okay.
I'd put Krasinski above him.
Plus, he's a sweet guy, a good husband.
Isn't he married to Emily Blunt?
Yeah. He seems like a great guy.
Funny
There
dude.
once was a woman named Blunt.
I got nothing.
They're going. I'll give them this. They're going for older guys.
That's true.
Yeah.
Last year was what's his face McFeely. What's his name? McDreamy. Wasn't
Patrick
he?
Dempsey. Now there's a handsome.
And I
dude.
said,
But he's what is he? 50 something.
He's almost 60. He
And
may be 60.
How many seasons has Grey's Anatomy been on? Isn't he from Grey's Anatomy?
More than 20, I think.
Still on it?
Yeah, I think so.
No, he's
think
not.
so.
No,
He's not?
he's been gone.
He is
Man, that
so
show's been on
handsome.
forever.
I think the yacht that Ted bought for him.
They must have covered every bone and organ.
Yeah, are they just making things up
Grey's
now?
Anatomy. Yeah.
That's essentially a soap opera that takes place in that's on at my house a lot. I've never actually watched
Grey's
an episode.
Anatomy?
Yeah. Someone
I've
watches
never
that.
watched it either.
Not us.
I walk by and I see it. A lot of emoting.
Do you
I read the book, of course.
do you
course.
fire up?
That's very funny,
You
actually.
fire up a snappy aside as you go by, or some sort of quirky insult.
No, I always make the mistake of going, "What's happening here?" And then I.
10 minutes later, you're sorry you asked.
No, I'm never told.
Oh.
I'm not gonna. They don't want me to catch up with. By the way, have you continued to watch Bad Monkey? I gave up.
I finished it.
I haven't started it.
Oh,
yet.
okay.
I finished
Did you?
it.
I
Yeah.
Finished it.
Did you
liked
really?
it.
Okay, I thought it got a little.
I liked it too.
Yeah.
Couldn't stick to it. Too boring.
There's,
All right. Fair
there's,
enough, but I enjoyed it.
there's crazy numbers and statistics about people who start series and never finish them, and because they know, Tom. I know you find this surprising, but they know what you're watching and how much of it you're watching and when you're watching it.
Are you on The Diplomat? Carrie Russell's in that. I know you
That's
loved her
supposed
in
to
The
be good.
Americans.
Yeah.
I love The Americans. I can't get
I
into that.
really like it. Are you watching the second season?
I watched a little bit of it. Yeah, she's good.
Ooh, last night was good.
Not enough
Oh.
action.
Not enough action.
Not enough action in The Diplomat?
Well, a guy I watched that episode. There was a bunch of people standing around the UN. I almost jumped out of a building.
Oh, my gosh.
See, but this goes back to our original problem, Tom. We're just trying to help. We're friends. You need to stop watching movies.
I barely watch anything.
Okay, good.
I gave Bad Monkey a good try, and then it got so dumb.
It's okay.
Okay, and I love Vince Vaughn, but the Americans is the best show I've ever seen.
The Diplomat, if you give it a chance, is very good.
All right, well, coming up, we have a couple of really bizarre things in the news today. I almost hesitated to pass these along, but
They're so bizarre.
well, one of them involves the wedding one is, I think, really funny. Did you read that yet, Christy? This is a really cool story about a wedding, and there's going to be a Democratic activity taking place, an election, if you will, taking place, not politics, but thank God, at a wedding. That's kind of interesting. We have
Wedding cake in the news.
yes, and an unfortunate bathroom habit in the news.
Open door?
Worse.
Worse than an open door?
Much worse. The very fine writer John Feinstein will be our guest, the author of A Good Walk Spoiled, Season on the Brink, and many others. He's got a new book out. We're going to talk with John, find out what's going on the sporting scene. I'm feeling really good about enlightening him about Chick McGee's sports picks and the stellar level of Mr. McGee so far this season. And I'll announce when we come back the winner of Week 10 of Bob and Tom's Pigskin Picks. But right now, speaking of picks,
let me tell you about Prize Picks, the best place to get real cash money sports action while watching football and all your favorite sports. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody, and the app is really easy to use. Just pick 2 or more players across any sport, then pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money. Easy. Just decide more or less on each player's specific projection. For Thursday night's game, you could pick Saquon Barkley. To have more than 0.5 rushing and receiving touchdowns.
Is Christy the only one that latched on?
Yeah, we were late on it.
Try it again.
For instance, you could pick Saquon Barkley. To have more than 0.5 rushing and receiving touchdown. That was very good. And Jaden Daniels to have more or less than 226.5 passing yards. With Prize Picks, you can see the stats of the last 5 games of each player to help you decide. Prize Picks even invented Flex Play, so you can still cash out even if one of your picks does not hit. Check out prizepicks.com or just download the Prize Picks app today. Have it right on your phone. Use the code TOM and get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. That's code TOM on Prize Picks. Get $50 credit instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states where it's lawful to wager. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
All right, check out Prize Picks. By the way, the Bob and Tom Show does contain dairy. I'm having cream in my tea right now, so if you're allergic, I'm so sorry. Now, when we come back, we'll review some of the fun things going on. Pat, you have a song for us?
I do.
Oh, all right. Also coming up, Sexy Time with Alli Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, where's my big bowl?
Hey Josh, new orange insoles are in with that deep heel cup. You should see how deep this heel cup is.
Deep heel cup, you say?
What are you doing?
Deep heel cup.
They're for your shoes. Gah.
My shoes, you say? Orange insoles come with a deep heel cup and arch support to provide everything you need to keep up with your everyday activities. Orange insoles are great if you work on your feet all day, simply taking on the world. Orange insoles will help you feel better and do more, guaranteed. Get your orange insoles today and step into a world of comfort. OrangeInsoles.com.
A Slovenian so-called artist was fertilized by her dog for an award-winning art project. It's part of a...
You know something?
Didn't you know he would react this way?
Could we have people licensed if they want to use the name artist?
As part of a greater...
Like if you're a pilot, you got to have a license to be a pilot.
Anything is art if we name it as such. That's...
And these things always involve some kinky sex or fecal material.
As part of a greater series that celebrates the bond between humans and dogs, Maya Smerkar had her eggs artificially fertilized by non-reproductive, which means not sperm cells, from her Scottish border collie named Byron.
Don't even say her name again. I don't want this woman to get any publicity.
According to the Arts Electronica website, the result is a hybrid cell inherent in which is a dystopian scenario, but which would create a new species.
This is such
whose
crap.
chances of survival on planet Earth are better than ours.
Not at all.
Not utopia. Dystopia.
Yeah.
Dystopia.
Instead of artist, could you just put weirdo?
Yes. Psychotic.
So this is just
The process she used was not fully explained.
This only exists for the writing about it And it's so there's no actual embryo.
No, because it was a non-reproductive cell, not a sperm cell.
Even if it were reproductive, nothing would happen.
Right. The artist also reportedly breastfed an Icelandic sheepdog named Ada.
Of course she did.
After going on a special lactation-enhancing diet for the project.
Breastfed a dog.
So she's trying to make like a friendly Halloween werewolf. He's a good boy.
I swear to God, if tomorrow we have a story about this woman falling off a cliff, I would feel nothing but joy and...
She's dead. It's her last art project.
God, I mean, get some talent.
Wow, you almost said a bad word.
Like maybe practice something and become talented at something, and then you can call yourself an artist. You freak! I hate her. Tool of the week immedially. Maybe.
Who's been a good boy?
Tool of a lifetime?
You're part of my new art project.
How's that not be?
God.
I hate her.
Oh, well, this will help.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Hey, Kenny, how are you?
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. I'm at ATL. Just got in from ORD through DF Dub. I had to call you guys. You got the new Barstool guys in there, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, Pat McAfee, Todd McComas are here, yeah.
I know. Listen, Pat, heard you walked away from some major coin guy. I love it. Power move. Way to blow up the flow chart, Shooter. Now, get this. Holbeck, he was the GM of Smearcore. His brother, not the one who ran Lucom into the ground. No, the older brother goes by Merck. He was pulling almost 40 G's on straight commission, and one day, just like you, up and said, my work's done here. Didn't even give the standard 2 weeks notice, and word has it he's making twice that much now with the remote-controlled chip clip people. So almost exactly like your deal. Dot to dot to dot to... Hey, Stud, I was going to ask you. Hang on, I got to take this. Get back. Hey, Shooter, we just landed.
No, we're still here.
No,
what
about me? Through RD. Not much. I'm just on hold right now with that idiot punter that walked away from like half a mil.
Wait a minute.
You're not on hold.
Yeah,
just
that one.
I can hear you.
I'm going to pitch him, but I just want to wait to make sure this isn't some sort of publicity stunt. The focus group loved it. It's a spin-off idea. The sports fan that eats too much cheese and ODs on the ultimate nachos every Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah, we love it. It's called Barstool Softener. Well, yeah, the logo's the same, but our Barstool, zoom in. Yeah, zoom in. You'll notice the legs are a little, see that? The legs are all tapered, all four.
Sure. Is he going to re-say this? Because he's talking to somebody else.
The money's in the detail, Mike. Listen, I got to take this. Hey, Pat, love the ballsy move, guy.
Hold on, Kenny.
Let's reload for next week. I got bored now before all these Zone 4 peasants get in my way. I'm calling you from Phoenix. We just landed.
Okay,
Let's
thanks.
move, Shooter.
All right, buddy.
Very helpful.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hi, everybody.
How you?
I'm doing great. Coming up, writer John Feinstein, the guy that wrote the book, among many books, Good Walk Spoiled, Season on the Brink.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. You sound 100%.
Not.
You're not?
No. I have
Got ache and pain?
moved a lot of mucus this morning.
Oh.
I seem to be okay, though.
John Feinstein has a new book called The Ancient Eight. Is that about the Supreme Court? Or are there 10 of those?
They're 9? No,
there might be
10?
I think there's an uneven number, because an odd number, because they would need a dissenter or whatever.
Yeah. The Supreme Court.
Anyway, there's a joke there somewhere.
Yeah, that is funny.
The MVP of the Supreme Court, who came up with lifetime. Whoa, wait a minute. 2 years, 4 years, 4 years, lifetime?
Yeah, right now there are a couple of them going, well, I can't quit for 4 years or die.
Whoa.
Well, that's a lot of pressure to have to be told you can't die.
Yeah.
You can't quit, though, right?
You can, but they can't make you.
No.
Oh.
There was the whole thing with Ruth Gator. Did I say Gator? Ruth Gator Binsberg.
She's a bad.
Ruth Gator Binsberg was a quarterback for.
Well, she's chomping her jaws and dragging her ass.
There are a lot of people that are very upset that she didn't resign. Never mind. I want to announce something happy. Joe Frischetti of Erie, Pennsylvania. Joe, my man. Joe is our winner.
How Italian can you get?
Joey! Joe, he got all the only person, by the way, in the Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks competition, got all the games right last week in week 10.
Hey, way to go, Joey Fresh.
Joey Freschetti. So in any event, we're going to be talking to Joe tomorrow, but he won himself that gift certificate from my buddy Steven Singer at Steven Singer Jewelers.
You're sure it's Freschetti?
Well, I'm assuming Fraschetti.
Yeah, you think it might be an I?
You think it's Freschetti?
Or maybe a short I.
Really? You're going to go that route? It's not. It's an E. It's an E, not an I. Anyway, it's not Fraschi.
I dare you to ask this East Coast Italian man if he.
Yes, let's see. And it says here he's a fitness expert and he's 27 years old. You're a dead man.
Guy. You think people just go around beating people up, don't you?
Well, no, after I give him your address. Joe, congratulations. We'll be talking to you tomorrow.
That sounds like something you'd say. That's the only reason I did that.
Don't worry. Tom doesn't know where you live.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you got. Don't
Wait a minute, that's true. I have no idea where you live.
No idea.
Never been there?
Where any of
Do you
us
live in this county?
I'm not saying.
Oh, okay. I know Christy lives essentially in a different state. It's so far away.
Sure.
So congratulations. Now, I bring this up because I want to remind everybody that you too can be a winner. Week 11 officially kicks off, and I do mean kicks off, tomorrow evening with a Thursday night game. And is that the Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles?
Washington football team in Philadelphia to take on the Philadelphia Eagles, yes.
What's the point spread on that, do you know?
Washington getting 3. Just about where it should be.
Have you made up your mind? Or is it too emotionally tied to this to make a decision?
I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
Okay. Now, on the season so far, you are a staggering...
Well, yeah, tell me what I am.
You're above 500 by what, 8 games?
55 and 43. I'm above 500 by 12 games.
Oh, very good, very good.
I got a lot of money to play. I'm working with the house money now.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Right.
So in any event, sports fans, go to bobandtom.com/contest and weigh in. You could be a winner, too. You don't have to go against the spread. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, we have to review a couple of things.
Well, first, before we start reviewing something, we have a very special email for you, Tom.
Okay.
With an accompanying picture. This gentleman, his name's Brandy. He just says, here's some razzle-dazzle for you, Tom.
Okay.
And he sent us a picture of his tattoo. And I believe we have it up there now.
Wow. Now, do you know what that is?
It says razzle dazzle, and then underneath that, what do you think that is, Tom?
What is that?
Well, there's a heart-shaped thing that goes into sort of a plum-shaped. Oh dear, it's not what I think it is it?
What do you think it is?
I have no idea.
Is that a butt plug?
It is a butt plug.
Oh,
yes.
God.
The heart is what sticks out of your butt.
Oh my God.
So your lover can find it.
Wait a minute. That's on his thumb. Is that correct?
Yes,
it's sort of on the base of his hand and his thumb.
It's a conversation starter.
Oh, it sure is.
Now, do you think he uses that thumb?
Oh, come on.
Oh, I never thought. I never thought of it that
Josh,
way.
I think Josh has solved the crime.
And when you look at the size of that thumb,
that's a big
thumb.
Yeah,
that's a thick thumb. That is really something.
And it does indeed say razzle dazzle. And he directs that to me because I like plays that I love the razzle dazzle plays. Just,
you don't like butt plugs?
And we've had butt plugs in the news this week.
Do you like a butt plug?
No, thank you.
Please answer honestly. You're among friends. It's a safe place.
I've never actually seen one except a photograph, and now that rendering, if you will.
That is really something.
That's real.
That's a real tattoo. Yeah.
Boy, that is an unusual choice.
And
my gosh!
Can't you have butt plugs made custom?
Probably
for fits.
We had
you and only.
Wait a minute. We had a story. What is that called? Printing. What's that called? Where they print stuff?
3D printing.
3D printing. Yeah. Some guy was doing that for.
He was pretty.
You can have like mini sculptures and. Boy, that's a very specific.
It certainly is.
Yeah, we did have them in the news. It was the equivalent of a Goodwill store in England where the lady walked in.
Yeah, his and hers.
And they were displayed saying that they were doorknobs.
Yep.
And a younger lady walked in and said, "Those are not doorknobs. They are, in fact, Yikes.
Oh, I think it's nice when two people who like something find each other.
I do too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I guess.
You think that was on their wedding registry? Isn't her butt plugs? Oh, thank you, Aunt Edna.
Oh, you're registered at the Lion's Den. Okay. That's interesting.
And you went with the gold. I just thought we were going to get ceramic. Yeah, it was in North Yorkshire, UK, on the shelves at the RSPCA Goodwill store. There were two.
I can't help that his is larger. I noticed that his is larger there.
I can't help but think
more
that
accommodating.
The most luxurious butt plugs would be made out of ivory.
Probably.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That'd be sad that some poor elephant had lost its tusks for that.
No joke.
They drove him back. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, you are.
What are you supposed to do with a three-legged elephant after you make an umbrella stand?
Pitch to the rhino? Is that the joke?
That's right.
Okay.
Balls and pitch to the rhino.
Thank you for the letter. And boy, that had to be an unusual discussion with the tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yikes.
As I've said many times, reputable tattoo artists, of which I know a guy, so does Christy.
Yeah.
He will not, he really hesitant about tattooing even a name anywhere on your body.
And nothing on your face.
And nothing on your face, yeah.
Oh, good.
He stays away from that.
And Christina, I know that you've interviewed a tattoo artist. Are you considering getting a tattoo?
No.
Do you mind if I ask a personal question about your husband? Does he have a tattoo?
Oh, gosh, no.
Yeah, okay.
No. He's not a fan.
I had a friend who I was talking about my tattoos at last year's holiday party, and she decided to go get a tattoo. And she's the last person you would think would get a tattoo. And I said, well, you get one, you're going to have to get 50. And I was kind of joking, and she's got like 12 now or something.
Really?
She's really upped her game.
This is like the car you pull up to, and it's got the bumper stickers from... That always kills me.
I would think about it if the girls and I, all got matching tattoos, something small. That's the only thing I...
Your husband's a big race fan. How about getting him a checkered flag tattoo for his birthday?
Right by your...
For me or for him?
Oh.
No.
Put a checkered flag up above your ass crack. How about that? It's surprising.
Hey, wait a minute. By the way.
Be a red flag, my friend.
You don't have to use that area for that. You can use it for the other. From behind.
Of course, yeah. You can,
yeah. You're familiar with from behind, I hope.
Oh, I hope
when I threw that idea out there, it didn't dawn on me that it would take that turn. What else did we learn in yesterday's show? Asked Tom.
Well, Tom, first of all, what else did we learn on yesterday's show, Tom?
I don't know. We need an update. Any more monkeys caught?
Yes.
Oh.
I do have an update. We had 2 more monkeys caught.
Okay.
Peanut butter monkeys?
Yeah, actually, did you read this story?
Mm-mm.
Peanut butter monkey sounds better.
Peanut butter monkey sounds a lot better.
As of Tuesday evening, 2 more monkeys had been returned to the South Carolina compound. That leaves just 11 of the 43 monkeys still on the loose.
I like to think they walked them in handcuffs. Yeah, you got us. yeah. So what?
What took you so long?
Lousy screws.
The 2 monkeys were eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and appeared in good health.
All right.
Yeah.
What?
They were rewarded for escaping.
All I wanted was a PB&J.
And these monkeys are being bred for scientific
Medical
experiments?
research, sadly, yes.
Okay.
Rhesus macaques. They're the size of a cat. They're not real big.
I'm telling you what, you call them peanut butter monkeys from now on.
I love that.
Hey, would you give $20 to help save the Reese's macaque monkeys?
No.
Will you help save the peanut butter monkeys?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Here, take my checkbook.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for a great name.
Yes.
And then I asked a dumb question yesterday. I was kind of curious because I know Christy has a friend who is an expert on apes. And we actually talked to him on the phone. I was wondering if certain apes are left-handed, like people are. There's a small percentage of people are left-handed.
Sure.
And it turns out about 50-50 in the
fascinating.
In the world of orangs that they're the lefties.
And that seems
I'm the same.
It seems like that's higher than humans.
Much higher.
Humans are most humans are exactly the same. 50% left hand, 50% right hand.
What?
I don't.
Wrong.
I don't think that's right.
That's not even close.
Of my 2 hands, 50% are left.
You little devil.
I need you guys to come up to my level.
I was trying really hard without making it look like I was trying. But
In the world of In the world of personal intimacy, Josh, are you ambidextrous?
No, I mean,
or as Donnie used to say, amphibious.
Use it like manipulating her, you mean? Yeah, sure. I can use both hands.
No, manipulating oneself.
I'm a lefty, but I'm a right-handed man.
You right-handed, but you...
Yeah. But
It's
I do
kind of
that
like
lefty.
pitches right, bats left. It's the same thing.
Because I broke my right wrist when I was...
doing it?
No. Boy, that'd be something.
Bring in the left-hander.
Mom, I told you should have taught me. No, I...
Never get a copy of Barely Legal.
Where are you on... I was watching a movie the other night, and I don't remember what title, and... if I do, I'm not going to tell you. But one of their brothers were having a warm moment, and the older brother said, I taught you how to masturbate. Remember that?
Yeah, that's insanity.
That's not right.
I think that was in Monsters. I think it was a Menendez thing.
Well,
yeah.
in that case.
Right.
Yeah.
But otherwise, that's nuts.
Yeah, that's not...
Did you see that the prosecutor who... Several weeks ago, I said that the guy that was going to ask for them to be resentenced, he got voted out. I remember saying that guy was posing for the cameras when he did that announcement. He's gone, so we'll see what happens there. Let's see now. Yesterday we also learned that Frank Caliendo, the very fine comedian, who's on his way to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan with Willie G in December, rather, right? I'll give you that date coming up. His wife has taken over one of their rooms and built a little Christmas village in there.
Yeah.
And Frank now has his table tennis table in the garage.
It's cool looking. He sent me a picture of it.
I saw it. A lot of detail there. We also learned a lot about sexual perversions yesterday. There's a new book, Sexual Perversions A to Z, and who determined what Z was?
You did, didn't you?
No, Chick said, hey, doesn't it begin and end with, what was
zoophilia?
Yeah, zoophilia.
Yeah. Animals, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, very unusual story. There's this. We have sent away for the book. We're going to have it, so we'll be able to reference it.
And every day we're out by the mailbox waiting. Day of the day.
It was really interesting. I mean, I'd never heard of a number of these things, but they're typically what is it called? Paraphilia.
Paraphilia.
Where some unusual aspect of the world is what gets you aroused. Oh, here's one we learned yesterday. Dacrophilia. Remember what that was?
I love Dacron.
It was not the fabric. It was getting aroused from watching someone cry.
That is so sad.
Man.
Now, on a lighter note...
That is troubling.
Yes.
Yes. Eproctophilia is being aroused by flatulence. That would be...
That doesn't seem...
Fart in my face.
Yeah, that is really unpleasant, isn't
Are
it?
there cute ones like copophilia?
Well,
that's in the news later.
Coprophilia, unfortunately.
Yeah, I remember that.
Is very close. And then we learned this one, Salerophilia, getting aroused from soiling on an attractive person.
Yeah, not from celery.
Wow. So we'll be getting the book so we can review some of this horrific stuff.
Oh, good.
And maybe there's some fun ones.
Maybe.
Isn't there one where you're attracted to people dressed as clowns?
Probably.
Silly.
There must be.
Well, there are people dressed like horses.
Bozophilia? Yeah.
Bozophilia. Oh, that one. God, I hope it's called that.
Well, the horse thing is triggerophilia. Is the trigger still a horse's name? Or silver?
That's as good as I like trigger.
And Pat, can you whip your guitar out here because you did a really nice song about the Italian restaurant story yesterday.
I can bring my friend.
Can you get Luigi?
He's always
This was a fun story. This is so odd. This was these people were just eating at a brunch at a restaurant, and a car drove through the restaurant. The good news is this was in Georgia.
Nobody was injured.
Nobody was hurt. It was an Italian restaurant, and a speeding car barreled through the restaurant, and no one was hurt seriously. So it's kind of a happy story. Could have been a tragedy. But, Pat, you have a tribute? Oh, I'm sorry. Luigi. Hi, Luigi. So sorry.
Hello, Tom. Hello, everybody. It's me again.
Hey!
on the Wrap It Up Another Day Later show.
Can't get enough of you, Luigi.
Okay, here we go. When the car hits the Italian place and the bumper hits you into the face, that's al dente. Car went through the guardrail because of the brakes fail. It just came and went. What you gonna do now? It's a drive-through, spaghetti everywhere, and a gabagoo. It's quite a mess up. Stop your whining. We all gonna be dining for a while. Al fresco. Arrivederci, everybody. I gotta go.
Ciao.
See you later.
Thank you very much.
Prego. I got my girlfriend. Prego.
We're outside now eating. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by BetterHelp. Wow, do we all need a breather, huh? That's been a long year so far, and Thanksgiving's just around the corner. Yikes. Family.
And now the real fun begins.
Yeah. You know, the old joke. I meant to say pass the gravy, and I said, you ruined my life. I mean, pass the potatoes. A little stressed out? Maybe a little chat with a professional therapist would be useful. Therapy can be very helpful. It's not just for massive trauma. It's for getting through the day-to-day life and being a better version of you. That's where BetterHelp comes in. This is a really interesting way to go about getting therapy, because the therapy is done online. We've all gotten used to things like Zoom calls and FaceTime, and this is a way to incorporate that technology into the world of therapy, so it's a lot more convenient. What I'm talking about is, here's what you do. You take a questionnaire online and fill it out, and then you'll be linked up to a therapist. You can change therapists at any time, no additional fee, of course. And then you can start working out with a therapist. And you do it at your convenience. You could be, as I've often said, in the privacy of wherever you want to be. So you could be in a closet, at your office. You can be in your car, whatever works for you. Pull over and talk to a therapist. Sure, that'll work. We'll find out the details at BetterHelp. Go to BetterHelp.com/BT Show. The /BT Show part will knock 10% off your first month. So start feeling good about some stuff. Perhaps therapy is the way to get you there. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. That's BetterHelp, HELP. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. And this portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp. Coming up, we'll review a couple of other things that we found out in the news yesterday that were very exciting. And we've got some sporting news and Chicks Picks. And again, congratulations to Joe Frischetti of Erie, Pennsylvania, our Week 10 winner. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife. I get a lot of corn and wander around the pen. Have a drink of water, then I have some corn again. A feather sticking out, a pecking on the ground. Come on, check me out. I'm strutting all around. Dangly noodle hang thing, and growing off my face. Looking good, only thing to say is my big brother Jake, he always was the smarty. He heard that November ends, we're going to a party. Going to a party, I'll be the guest of honor, where they will present to me a red pop-up thermom. Had a little dream, all the good china. You know I like cranberries, lighting the candles. Pass me the rutabaga. Any corn left? I'm getting kind of sleepy. You ate me too much? Boy, I'm stuffed. I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials not to hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
So how about giving Bob and Tom VIP a try? Get the link at bobandtom.com.
Okay.
This is the first time we've had a woman on the show, as far as I know, lying down during the program.
Don't all your comedians get waxed?
No.
Before the show. Hey, we like to call that interviewed.
We interviewed him real good.
Yeah, we did.
The cameramen have to look away for a second.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Both of our camera guys are married to it. We're so nervous to be in here.
Now, wait a minute. You said the cameraman.
They just closed the curtain.
And they're putting hot wax on, and she put the paper on it, and she just ripped it off.
Okay.
So it wasn't that bad.
Ta-da!
It is worth it.
Kelly
It looks
Clarkson.
so good. I wish you guys could see it.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And now she's putting more hot wax on.
Oh, boy.
And
Breathe,
she's putting
breathe.
a strip of paper, and it just came off. That hurt. Have you ever seen someone this hairy?
Oh, my goodness.
It's been a while.
This is nothing.
Really? Okay, she's putting another strip on. Breathe out. And breathe out.
Go to a happy place.
And breathe out.
And breathe out.
And do I look pretty now? Will the boys date me now?
Baby, look pretty.
And breathe. Whew.
How much are they waxing?
Oh, it's
I know. I'm hurting over here.
All right.
Now, would you be comfortable if I came in?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
To hold my hand.
Yeah.
Exciting and new.
This is so
It's like
cute.
Vegas down there.
Can you hear me?
I hear you
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Yeah.
Marianne, are you comfortable with me standing here?
You didn't have to say it twice, Tom.
Okay. I'm going to go down here and get a good look. Okay?
You go down,
Did you
Tom.
say put the lotion in the basket?
Tom,
So
you don't
now-
have to go that low. It's not even there.
Tom, you don't need. You don't need eye. What is that?
Oh, Tom got
Oh, look at that.
dazzled.
Oh, I got a little on me.
Yeah!
This is very sexy.
It is. It's great. I need a picture.
Okay, well, we'll get plenty of pictures.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's tons of pictures already. Yeah.
Oh, Christy. Oh, she's standing up, doing
Look
it
at
right
that.
now.
Christy.
Now, Christy's
She's
putting it
showing
on,
it.
on her hip. Are they going to have to do any waxing?
No, not there. Good Lord, what do you think she is?
She's not Harry and the Hendersons.
Good Lord, Tom.
Sorry, I'm just asking.
It looks nice and smooth.
Seriously, what is your impression of the average woman? I mean, seriously, this is just amazing.
Now,
They're
what
covered in hair.
What design are you getting, Christy?
What is that?
Sorry, what, Bob?
What design are you getting?
I'm getting a snowflake, but apparently they're going to enhance the snowflake.
Oh, okay. Maybe put a snowman in there eating it.
You'll have to come to Wisconsin to find out.
Oh, there you go. All right.
You're going to eat it, just like it said in the story.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Cranberries like Christy.
Oh, there you go. Cranberry cash. I was thinking of the wrong C word.
Only if my grandmother's there.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Grandmother Carol?
A slow pitch out of the park.
I know.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
I was counting on him to get that. Or you.
Hi, everybody. Here's Tom.
I'm surprised you've been with grandmother, though.
Oh, who do you think taught my mom?
There you go. Nice tag. Welcome back to.
You're doing great work. You're killing it.
Are you going to do that all morning? That's going to get tiring. Instant critique.
A little bit of inside radio, ladies and gentlemen. I'll explain what's going on.
Please.
Explain it to us.
Every Thanksgiving, I could give you your choice of cookies or a pie from my pie lady.
They're always
and these pies are staggeringly delicious.
Very appreciative.
And I sent out a memo so you get the kind of pie that you like.
And he just wants to do nice things for people. He doesn't want any recognition for this, okay?
I was asking off the air when Ace interrupted me. Sorry. I'm just trying to explain your bad attitude. Okay, let's move forward here. Congratulations again to Joe Frischetti of Erie, PA.
Hey, Joey F.
You sure it's Frischetti?
I can't believe I won again.
Joey always wins.
We can call him a day early if you want. I suppose we could wake him up. Joe was our Pigskin Picks winner here on the Bob and Tom Show. And I'll remind you, go to bobandtom.com/contest. Pick those pro football games for this weekend. It starts tomorrow evening. You could win yourself a gift certificate from Steven Singer Jewelers. Okay, the floor is yours.
Do you remember they had the Monopoly from McDonald's? All those little you trade those. There was a great documentary on how they fixed that contest, and it was a bunch of guys who knew where all the tokens were. But the thing that got them caught was their grandmother and their aunt, and everybody kept winning like $1 million.
How did they fix it?
They gave them the tickets.
I read an article about it, but there's now a documentary. I've got to watch it because it's a fascinating story.
I think it's McMillions or something.
Really?
My favorite thing in the movie Goodfellas is after the heist, and they're having the party, and the guy shows up with the Cadillac and
the fur.
God, that's so funny.
I told you not to buy anything, didn't I? Didn't I tell you?
It's in my mother's name.
And remember what happens to him?
I love that cop.
With these guys, and he's got the hair. God, brilliant stuff. That has to be top 10 movies of all time.
Oh, I totally agree.
I would take that over The Godfather any day.
It's incredible.
I think so too. Boy, it's tough to say. It's tough to say which one's better, but I prefer Goodfellas.
Yes, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, watch Goodfellas. It's got a triple thumbs up. Right now, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, perhaps maybe do some picks from our friends at Prize Picks, and you can be like Chick McGee, who is 12 games over 500 against the spread.
55 and 43, baby.
Good for you. Now, when are you going to post your picks?
Today, later, sometime, secretly.
But you're upset. You're upset about the Washington versus Philadelphia game tomorrow night.
I'm just sitting back. We're close. We're not that close. We're close.
Your Honor, leading the witness. He's trying to get you upset.
Oh no, I'm probably going to.
I think I've succeeded.
I don't know what happened to Chick. I just
but you're obviously upset.
Made him feel like but he wasn't being as upset as I'd like.
What kind of pie? So what kind of pie are you going to get?
Assigned a value.
Well, if he doesn't get his own,
you got to get your own pie.
There is the Chick's pie.
My own pie. Thank you, Tom, very much for buying us pies and cookies.
What's in a Chick's pie?
I don't know.
Is it full of bologna?
Apparently, it's
we're breaking balls.
Apparently, it's fairly bitter, right?
Yeah, that's not sweet enough. Zingo!
I didn't see the memo. Can you also opt for the cookies this year?
Yes.
Yeah, those are a breakfast, by the way.
Yeah. I got the cookies.
You microwave one cookie for about 20 seconds. That's like a bowl of oatmeal.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
That's known as the Ace Cosby ungrateful rule. Remember a couple years ago? Pies, but I'd rather have cookies. And then magically cookies appear because
Tom cares.
Tom's terrified. Yeah.
No, those cookies are I could eat those if it was possible just to eat those for every meal for the rest of your life and not get fat. I'm in.
The Chick is a chocolate cookie crust, peanut butter mousse, whipped cream, and served with a salted whiskey caramel. Oh. Are you on caramel or caramel or caramel? Where are you on that?
Well, I don't know. I think
I say caramel, but I prefer caramel. I love when people say caramel.
I love hearing. You're right.
In that context of a delicious pie with peanut butter mousse. Yeah, that pie's ridiculously good.
It's crazy.
And I believe we also have a peanut butter pie this year. That's different than the Chick pie.
Really?
Yeah.
And a butter pie. A butter pie. That's it.
Shove the pie up my ass.
A little bit
Hands
of Beatles.
across the water.
Oh, come on.
Pies in my ass.
What was the pie song from McCartney?
That's the one we're singing.
Flaming Pie.
Flaming Pie, yeah. That was weird. Sorry, we're talking Beatles. I'll move along. Chick McGee's over there. You know where he is? He's at the Dude Wipes sports desk. Coming up, we have a news story that will require Dude Wipes.
Really? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Right.
Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
good. Okay, now the floor is yours.
Eric Spoelstra blaming himself last night. The NBA. He is head coach of the Heat. That's right. He had made a horrendous mistake. They're calling it the Chris Webber. You remember what Chris Webber did?
Oh, yeah. Called the timeout, right?
What happened?
Yes, he did call a timeout.
He didn't have any timeouts left.
After calling a timeout the Heat didn't have, with 1.1 seconds left in overtime, the resulting technical foul, they teched him up. They teed him up, Tom. The Pistons hit the tie-breaking free throw. Malik Beasley made it, and Pistons went on to beat the Heat 123-121. Ooh, that's got to feel bad. He made a big mistake on the court. And
Stings.
And now it's the NBA. Now only 4,000 games for the rest of the season.
Yes. Will they be able to?
Can they make up for this horrific mistake?
And then Joel Embiid played last night. Remember, he's the guy who was load management. They want to save him for the playoffs. And he said last night after the game, I was a little rusty out there tonight.
Wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. You get in there and knock the rust off. Of course, I'm only playing one game a week, so... But anyway, and Klay Thompson returned to Chase last night to take on his former team, the Golden State Warriors. He's with the Dallas Mavericks now, and it was a very heartwarming scene with Curry, and Curry had to guard Klay at a certain point. But the Warriors win 120-117.
How often do you think those guys say to each other, shoot, go ahead? Just go, shoot. I'll give it to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Shoot.
Baiting them?
Yeah. Go on, shoot. No.
Or you think you're going to knock it away, or they're going to give it to them?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Because you've been courtside at an NBA game.
Yes.
A lot of chatter.
Yeah.
I love it.
Colorful chatter.
Yeah, that's the word.
I was on, I think the Suns were in town at that time, and it was Barkley and Kevin Johnson, and Barkley was giving it to somebody. I forget who it was.
Really?
And might have been one of the Davises.
This gets back to a question you asked years ago. How far are we away from having everybody mic'd? I mean, eventually...
I love it.
There's gonna be a channel. Years ago, we talked about what has effectively now become, say, the Manning cast, an alternate cast of a game with alternate broadcast. One of these days down the road, it'll be, you go to Channel 74, you can hear the players talking to one another.
I hope for the players' sake they never do that. But
Too much. Too much.
It's none of our business.
What, Josh?
Plus, they're going to get canceled for things that they have every right to say on the court.
Yeah, how would you like it if we had mics on us all the time?
In the green room.
Yeah.
You're talking about me, aren't you? There's a conspiracy.
Because we know contextually that some of the things we say are just meant to make each other laugh. So, yeah, absolutely. Out of context, all this stuff is nuts.
But Josh, that one morning we had the contest. What's the worst sentence you could come up with?
Right.
And you won, Josh.
That was horrible.
That was
bringing a baby into it really ruined it.
We don't have to.
Now, Josh, this in the NBA.
Why did you have to bring a baby into it?
Josh, in the NBA, the reason it's going to happen. Let me enlighten Mr. What's your name again? Josh. The Chinese want it that way, so okay.
They'll count.
Yeah.
We got the new college football playoff rankings out, and the Bears have fired a coach, not the one you want fired, I'm sure, if you're a Bears fan, and more sports coming up.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is Orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with Orange insoles.
And if the Belgians don't like it, the fries of today are fundamentally Parisian, according to food historian Pierre Leclerc, who said in an interview with the paper, which was published on International Belgian Friday, as if to add flame to the oil.
Pommes frites.
What is a pomme fritz?
A French fry.
French fry. Yes, Ace, you have a question.
Well, you know, Tom, the first French fries weren't fried in France.
What?
Huh? They were fried in grease.
Okay. In Ace's defense, he's done that before, and none of you remembered it.
No, I remember it.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
At least finally it made sense.
There's a fair amount of acting on air sometimes, chick.
Words have different
What's a duck
meanings.
fried in? What's a duck fried in? Turkey. What? Turducken.
That isn't even a joke.
He may be having a stroke.
It's as bad as that crap over there.
That isn't even a joke.
Wait a minute.
No, it's
What does a duck fight in?
No, it's a duck fried in.
Oh, what is a
He's
duck
fried in turkey.
Yeah, turducken. They put that.
Now, Jeff, there's nothing there, man.
That's not a joke.
You know what? There's the country turkey.
That is not a joke in any language.
Look, we need to. Can we box this up?
I am a professional comedian.
Let's send this to the Comedy Institute and see what they say.
Hey, Tom, do Jeff a favor and don't tell the people where he's performing this weekend.
Abide by their decision.
I've burned through all my A material in here, all right?
Already? You just got here 25 minutes ago.
Oh, I got to write some new stuff.
The Cowlsville case?
Could you answer the NutriChops hotline for
Hello,
me?
Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. You guys getting excited about Thanksgiving?
Very.
I'm just trying to grind down some beef jerky in preparation for it.
Is that right?
Well, like I told you, it's my favorite of all the holidays because first you get to cram yourself full of all the meats and they got to ring the bell at Arby's to prove it. And then next day at 6 a.m., it's hand-to-hand combat time at the mall over the last Go Wet Yourself Wendy doll for your little niece.
Of course.
I swear to God. And secondly and foremost, Thanksgiving's a great time to argue with your family face-to-face instead of just on Facebook and Ancestry.com like we do regular.
Sure.
And 10 years ago, it'd be all men in the family room, watching football while all the women was cooking. But nowadays, you got all the Republicans in your family hanging out in the study watching Fox News while all their Democrat kids are posted up behind the Benny barn smoking pot.
Thanks, good.
And then all the while, my mom is stuck in the kitchen with your libertarian cousin who's droning on and on about how popular his podcast is and how he's going. I'm going to interview the Dick who came in 7th on the 14th season of Survivor. Swear to God.
That'll be a good podcast.
We're up to 114 followers in 3 different counties. Anyways, the reason I'm calling is I always hear you guys talking about the exotic gourmet dish called turducken.
Oh, yeah, for Thanksgiving, the turducken, sure.
That's where you stuff a chicken into a duck and then stuff the duck carcass into a turkey and then cook it all.
Right.
I mean, sure, that's good eating. It's a good hybrid option. But if you love turducken, you'll really love our Baker family multi-meat specialty.
What's it called?
It's called butt foxin'. It's a butt foxin'.
Yes.
It's a butt steak shoved inside a fox carcass. Tasty fox, red fox. Fox is then stuffed inside a chicken roaster.
Right. I see.
You cook it at 350 for 3 hours. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Well, get the fox inside of the hen's hard. You're going to want to grease that cavity up real good. Olive oil.
Yeah.
Or if you're in a pinch, butter will work. Unsalted, by the way.
Okay.
Well, sure.
And man, they love it so much, people will bow dart it. They'll jump on that thing. And worst case scenario, just if you don't have butter, the grease spit on it. The germs will burn off in the oven.
All right.
But Christy stuffing a butt foxin' reminds me of the very first time me and Denise Congress got together behind a recycle dumpster at Benny's.
I don't really want to hear about it.
I don't either.
I do.
She was a natural fox.
Really?
I'll say it like this. 2 words come to mind. Super moist and tender if you bend her.
Ace, hang up the phone. Goodbye, Donnie.
become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
Hey, looking for the link to sync with Bob and Tom VIP? Yeah? It's right there at bobandtom.com.
Absolutely. As fresh as today's headlines.
Okay, coming up 9 to 5 on Q95, your shot at $1,000. Go.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Well, hello, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
What a lovely shirt that is.
Got this from Josh.
Baby blue.
That is a very nice shirt.
Yeah,
matches my mood.
That's something else.
Oh, are you blue today?
He calls that morning mist. There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Do you hate phony sales and pricing games?
Oh, more than anything.
Well, then you're going to love Steven Singer, Chick. He has the perfect price, guaranteeing the best value every single day. Steven Singer Jewelers. IHateStevenSinger.com.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk, and there's Tom.
You know who loves Steven Singer? Is our buddy Joe Frischetti from Erie, Pennsylvania, who won Bob and Tom's Pigskin Picks Week 10. We're going to talk to him tomorrow. He won himself that gift certificate from our buddy Steven Singer. And Steven reminds you, of course, what better holiday than Thanksgiving to surprise her with a little diamond something. And we get a lot of email here at the Radio Ranch about how do not put the earrings in the mashed potatoes, Tom, you idiot. The
Tom,
words, not in that order.
I'm making a change in my house this season.
Oh, what?
The rule used to be no Hallmark Christmas movies until the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah?
I've changed that to November 15th.
I was going to say, because there seems to me to be far more movies now than ever before.
They're everywhere.
If I want to see all of my favorites, I'm going to have to start a little earlier.
They put out a cheat sheet yesterday. I got an email about it, about all the different networks and all the Christmas movies that are on them.
Oh, my.
We had a story yesterday that sounded like it should be a Hallmark movie. Do you remember this? It was out of Chicago. Here it is. A Chicago man discovered his biological mother turned out to be the owner of his favorite local bakery.
That's right.
This guy's name is Vamar Hunter.
Yeah, but you can't marry your mom.
He'd been...
Yeah, that's not a meat cute.
That's not a Hallmark.
Oh, no, this is...
But it is hot. I mean...
No, but here's the story. So obviously, Christy, we're going to make some adjustments.
Okay.
In this story, the guy was trying to find his biological mother.
Right.
Went through a lot of stuff. A friend of mine did this, and it was very interesting, and in fact, ended up finding her parents. But he got assistance from a genealogist. He located his birth mother, and of course, the way this works is she was given his name, saying, by the way, this was the child that you gave away many years ago. Would you like to contact him? And so she called him, and he recognized the number because he happened to have that bakery on his contact list, which is see, if you turn this into a Hallmark movie, you could be kind of a meet cute thing, don't you think so?
Sounds like a big fat guy. If he had a bakery.
I don't know how Mr. Hunter.
This is why I put you up for adoption. I knew you'd be fat.
The name of the bakery, I love the bakery, is called Give Me Some Sugar, spelled S-U-G-A-H.
I don't care for that.
You, of all people, don't care for that?
No, I don't. No.
You're going to turn down baked goods?
I would never disrespect sugar like that.
But you would never disrespect baked goods by not eating them.
I don't know if I don't like the name or the way you're saying it.
That's probably it.
Yeah. Give me some sugar. I don't think I care for that.
Oh, how it's spelled S-U... How would you pronounce it?
Give me some sugar.
There's no R.
In fact, I would go, give me some sugar, baby, much like Bruce Campbell says it in the Evil Dead movies. So.
Oh, but it's not. It's spelled S-U-G-A-H.
I know, that's what I don't care for.
So when you get the bands that do that,
huh? The bands.
Yeah, various bands.
I can only think of one. Pour Some Sugar on Me. That's about it.
No. I meant with the names of the bands where they
alter one letter.
like Salt and Pepper.
I like that.
It's Salt and Pepper, not Pepper.
Yeah, I like Pepper.
Well, but Salt and Pepper, I mean, their catalog is so amazing and far-reaching.
I'm a genuine fan.
I'm a genuine fan.
They've still got it to this day.
Yeah, they still have their fastball.
Ace and I saw them recently on a TV thing, and they were fantastic.
Both Salt and Pepper are still bringing it.
Pepper.
They're still bringing it.
See? In any event, I just think this scenario would lend itself to some kind of a Hallmark movie.
I couldn't pick either one of them out of a lineup if I had to.
Well, they got rid of Spinderella.
You could if it was a lineup of white girls. I'm going to guess those two.
That's true.
How do we get to...
I do like the name Spinderella, though. I've always liked it.
Spinderella.
Yeah.
Spinderella cut it up one time.
Push it.
What? 80s, anyone?
Push it real good.
This sounds like a video game.
Yeah.
What year is
this? 89,
Late
88?
80s, yeah.
Okay, very good.
Boy, if I could have seen my father's face as my brothers and I roller skated to this in the basement. Vietnam vet.
Yeah, your dad, a Vietnam combat veteran, going 4 fairies.
But he would have never said that, but he would have.
Where's the
thought
credence?
He would have looked at my mom and been like, I don't think we're paying for 4 marriages. This is
down there playing grab ass in the basement. One of them teaching the other one how to masturbate. What the hell's going on down there?
So you don't agree with me? This would be a great Hallmark movie.
No, I do.
The setup on it. How would it work though? Since it obviously.
Well, there are similar Hallmark movies. Yeah, I mean, it's you nailed it. But there would also be a romantic thing with like the mom's bakery's assistant or something.
Yeah, he'll start working in the bakery with his mom. And
Right.
Well, but there's got to be the mom has a son that she really loves at pretty much the same age as the one she abandoned.
Well, no, he's not going to hook up with his half sister.
No. They're both guys, and they're going to be they're going to have some sort of sibling rivalry, and they end up killing each other at the end.
What the hell? What is this? The Menendez Christmas?
Cain and Abel.
What? I'm just trying to add some reality.
Pat, you got the title. Sugar Cane and Abel, Menendez Brothers Christmas.
And this will not be aired at all this year due to immediate controversy.
Well,
I wonder how many Hallmark movies you've personally ruined for people because they won't watch anything on the Hallmark Channel because you won't shut up about it.
I just think they're great. They're just kind of happy and fun.
And I still don't know who told you about the term meet cute.
Me either.
But I'm going to find out. You wait and see. I've got my own guesses.
You should make a list of your favorite Hallmark movies, much like you did for Halloween.
I will.
Yeah, maybe make a video about it.
And aren't there a couple of actors and actresses that are in pretty much half of them?
Yeah, they've got a whole cast. In fact, now they're starting to have conventions, and there's one in Kansas City that I really want to go.
You got to be kidding me.
Tell you what, I think I could get the finance department to. Can you do a live remote broadcast?
The epitome. This is the Oscars of bad TV. Hallmark movies.
Yeah, There's actually a new reality show where the winners will be starring in movies.
Oh, okay. That's a good program for them to have.
Yeah.
What are you starting with this Friday? What are you going with this Friday?
I don't know. I just turned them on, man. I just turned it on.
On the 15th on Friday, yeah.
So
my only complaint about them is when they're outside, you can never see their breath. Because they're filming it. They're filming it in July in Ontario.
I get wrapped up in the sentiment and the magic. You nitpick.
Yeah, no, I'm trying not to. I try not to.
No, I know.
Think how he'd be if he didn't try. I mean, if he tried. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, they're not great movies, but they're a warm blanket, if you will.
And it's not going to be a thing where they're sitting around the table and all of a sudden they start talking about politics and oh god.
No, they're wonderful.
A little bit of relief from that.
And there are some that are genuinely funny, and I will
really
yes.
By the way,
Tyler Hines guy is hilarious.
Can you imagine if the election took place the day after Thanksgiving, there'd be a lot more homicides in this world. The Thanksgiving table's rough enough.
A lot more thrown plates, probably. Sadly.
You're voting for how? Oh, God. Okay, well, thank God that's over. Time now to check in with the perfect gift for the holiday season. This is something I do every year. It's so easy to do, especially for your friends who live out of town. You get them some delicious Omaha steaks. In fact, I'd recommend getting that gift early so they can enjoy them for the holiday season. Tell me more, Josh.
I'd love to, and there's actually quite a reward for doing it early, too. I'll tell you about that in just a second. Tom, have you sent them to your older brother?
I always do.
Yeah.
I have two older brothers.
Oh, that's right, and I know they just love them.
The one guy, I don't send him to Godwin.
Why?
Because you get them sent here and you hand them to Godwin.
He doesn't eat steak. The man's a vegan.
Oh, that's right.
But Jimmy, his son, he'll rip apart a T-bone.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to call Amy, have her be back on the list.
Plus, you know what'll get any vegan to, if they don't totally break, they will come very close as the hot dogs. The Jumbo Franks and Omaha Steaks.
They're so good.
I wonder how many vegans sneak just one little sliver.
They're very good.
Year. Nothing delivers comfort and joy quite like the unrivaled quality and taste of Omaha Steaks. We know it. A lot of you already know it, and some of you are going to find out this year. Skip the holiday hustle and bustle. And listen to this. You're going to save 50% off site-wide. All the gourmet gifts at omahasteaks.com. Plus, get a $30 reward card when you shop early and score an extra $30 off with promo code BTS. So if you do everything right, you're going to get 50% off plus $60. Hey, this is going to pay for itself almost. With 5 generations of experience, they consistently deliver the world's best steak experience. And the gifting experts, that's right, they didn't call in the amateurs. They have the experts working there. They have made it easy to deliver the perfect gift with thoughtfully curated gift packages starting at $89.99. So if you're like me, oh, geez, I don't know how many ribeyes to put in or how many potatoes au gratin. Thankfully, the experts have curated those gift packages for you already. From legendary steaks to mouth-watering desserts, caramel apple tartlets, and more. Save 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. And don't forget, Bob and Tom listeners get an extra $30 off with this promo code, BTS. And that's right, there's more, a $30 reward card when you shop early. 50% off at omahasteaks.com and an extra $30 off with promo code BTS. Now listen, a minimum purchase may apply, but that's not going to be an issue. You're going to want everything. Visit omahasteaks.com for details.
Oh, it's the perfect gift. And don't forget, the lasagna. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
I forgot about it.
Oh,
add it on.
Yeah, it's worth it.
The Meat Lovers lasagna.
And remember the rule: if you buy this for a friend, you have to buy at least one for yourself.
Yes.
This is the Christy Lee shopping rule.
Of course.
It applies to our friends at Omaha Steaks. Now, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Is that correct, Mr. McGee, over there?
Yes, that's absolutely correct.
And we have
as soon as you give me a world record, we'll be complete.
I got one for you. We have dude wipes in the news, too.
Okay.
Or at least a news story that would require dude wipes.
Okay.
I hope to God. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
The 14-year-old whale named...
It was amazing. Okay, sorry.
Is it Wiki? W-I-K-I-E? There's not a...
Is it Wiki?
Wiki?
It's the sound that you make when you wipe a window?
Ew. Wiki.
No, that was terrible. I don't know what.
According to the story, Wiki can say hello, 1, 2, aha, bye-bye, and even the name of her trainer, Amy.
We have some of the audio.
We do?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, now that it's been suggested what they're saying,
Right,
I mean,
that's what we're going to hear.
This was on the news. I saw this morning on the TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you must do very well.
You have a TV.
And mine has audio now.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. This is the whale talking. You be the judge. Here.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Oh, God.
Hello?
Chick.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Chick has his hand up. Yes.
I'm leaving the country. This is creepy. This is creepy. That's plainly hello. I've had it.
So you are definitely.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I mean, I think it's really making a good effort.
Yeah.
It's not great. But what do you want from a whale?
It's like a parrot. It's a parrot whale. It's a whale. What the hell?
Apparently, this is better than the sounds they've ever been able to get out of a monkey or a ape. I did hear that.
Yeah. Wow.
I guess and it's I think it has something to do with the structure of wherever the voice box and throats, the shape of the throat.
Gotcha.
So, this is a whale.
Wow.
A killer whale. Now it's this. Am I right, Dean? This whale's in France.
Yes. It's in France. I said that.
So there's a slight
in France.
accent.
Well, it should be bonjour then instead of hello.
Shouldn't it be bonjour? Yeah.
Maybe the U.S. is a bigger market for whale talk. Here it is again.
Hello. Hello.
If you didn't know what was supposed to be hello, I don't think you'd be going, oh, hey, that whale just said hello.
Yeah, I don't think.
No, you wouldn't. Yeah, but it's.
And
pretty...
I don't think he knows when you walk up to say hello.
Maybe it does.
He's just mimicking what the trainer says.
But I mean, think about a parrot. You ever been around some of these birds? That's amazing.
Yeah,
this is pretty primitive.
Hello. Hello.
Jeez, get an exorcist.
Oh, that last one sounds like a wet fart.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh, God. Okay, this is more of it. Okay, here we go. This is supposed to be a killer whale talking. Here we go.
1, 2.
Wait a second.
I can't take it. No.
Come on.
No.
Are you making us sit through this?
No.
This is science, Christy. Okay, it's not all pretty.
That ain't 1, 2. I'll tell you that. It might be 2.
Yeah, we may have had 2.
Let it breathe for a second.
Oh, okay.
There's more. Okay, here we go.
1, 2.
There's no way that's 1, 2.
Hey, I am just playing this French scientist.
It sounds like the whale farts and then gags because of his own fart.
Here we go. There's more. Here we go.
1, 2.
These are nothing.
1, 2.
This is a non-story.
The whale is just.
You know what this sounds like? You know what would be funnier? If Mr. The famous British comedian,
Mr. Bean?
Mr. Bean. That's what this sounds like. And Mr. Bean can hear everything the whale says. This was a story
the whale is
on the
just
CBS News this morning.
My stomach hurts so bad.
It's just making a noise.
It's just making noise.
It's just making noise.
I'd give you maybe hello, but that's just about it.
Yeah.
Listen, please play the first one,
It
too,
sounds
again.
like an armpit fart. Here we go.
Hello.
Now that we buy.
Yes.
I said hello.
Hello.
That.
Jeez.
Hello.
Tom, where are you with the Senior Wences stuff?
I have to hear that first one.
Here we go. Once again, this is allegedly a killer whale speaking
In France.
Here we go.
1, 2.
This reminds me of. This reminds me of talking to my friend's grandfather.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. I can't be expected to be.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom show.
Do everything around here.
And by the way, congratulations. If you're listening today and hanging in there, you must be really a fan. So,
we appreciate that very much.
Thank you so much.
Now we are visiting Chick McGee. He's at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. We've congratulated Joe Frschetti, Erie, PA. Joe is the man. He got all the games during Week 10.
He's introed me 9 times and never come over.
Gone to you.
Never gone to me.
9 times. I've been counting.
Oh, very good.
Oh, man.
You know, you got to keep counting because you got to get up to 12 to get the number of wins. You're up on the shoe-in of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, Chick McGee against the spread. This is outstanding.
He's still doing it.
If you were in a relay race and had to hand off the baton,
You take the baton back.
Yeah, you just, Chris won't let go of it.
Pat's got a song, or does he?
We wouldn't even get the race started. We're going to get this relay race started here pretty soon, but first I need to tell you about pigskin.
I'm so sorry. What have you got over there of interest? I say the word of interest loosely.
I don't really have anything. Chicago Bears head coach Matt Eberflus, who used to be
Eberflus.
Also the subject of a Dr. Seuss book.
Yes.
The Eberflus here's an Eberware. An Eber.
He also used to review movies. Remember Siskel and Eberflus?
Oh, I do remember. Anyway, Coach Eberflus said he would evaluate his staff following his team's 19-3 loss to the all of a sudden hapless, well, not all of a sudden, New England Patriots, and change did come yesterday. According to reports, the Bears have fired offensive coordinator Shane Waldron.
Didn't we do this story yesterday? Wasn't it boring yesterday?
Was there a headline that said, "Where's Waldron"?
There was.
Oh, I was going to say, that's...
See, I'm helping Josh be funny.
I need a little more help.
Prime Video is, he'll like this. He'll lick this up with a spoon. Are you ready there, Slappy?
Yep, I am.
Prime Video is doing a 4-part docuseries on the history of the video game Madden NFL.
4 parts.
You know, there are some people that don't realize that John Madden was even a coach.
Oh, Tom, I didn't realize they interviewed you for that.
I get that audio.
That's witty.
Hey, Tom, he was just always a game. They don't even know that.
Oh, Jason, we're going to have to call Caliendo about this.
That'll be very exciting. That sounds just like him.
It's in the game Madden NFL. Former employees with EA Sports discuss how the game nearly didn't get made.
Ooh.
Wow, there's some tension there.
Do you know who turned it down?
It doesn't say that here in the story.
Who turned it down?
Deacon Jones?
Can you imagine if it had been OJ?
God. Oh, man. Well, famously, what's the cooking device that the boxer?
Foreman grill.
The Foreman grill, that was turned down by a couple people.
Yeah.
Sorry to wait, Case.
No, I think
Foreman grill.
I couldn't think. Yeah, the George Foreman grill that was offered to a couple of other people prior to George going, sure, I'll do it.
When I worked at Rawlings, they came out with a 5-panel football chick.
Oh.
So the idea was that you could obviously grip the football a little better because it had 5 panels now instead of just the 4.
Right.
It was called the V5. And the guy that they got behind this, who really was...
their spokesman.
Yes. Any guesses?
Is going to carry the brand.
Ryan Leaf.
Michael Vick.
Oh.
And he was wrapped on vehicles. He was all...
he was, he was everywhere there for just about 10 minutes. And then, and then he came back and did pretty well.
Do you suppose they get insurance for that?
I don't know.
If you're getting a celebrity endorser, do you get insurance just in case something goes way south on you?
Yeah, maybe now there are things like that. Yeah.
John Madden evidently looked at the demo when they presented the idea to him, and he reportedly said, "What is that?" Only as Madden would say.
Yeah.
It's in the game, starts November 26th. Oh, my birthday, on Prime Video. There you go.
Give us your best John Madden.
What is that? Boom. There he is over there. Boy, I really did enjoy the hell out of him in Summerall.
Man. Yeah.
They were so good, man.
And Pat Summerall's name popping up in the news a lot lately.
Why?
His daughter's involved in politics.
His daughter's very heavily involved in politics.
Pat, give us your best Madden.
Oh, all right, back up in the bar.
Wait a minute.
What was that?
Christy?
I don't even know what John Madden sounds like unless Frank does it.
Well,
can you do one?
No.
No, I was literally trying when I was doing that.
Here's a guy.
Here's a guy.
Do you do any impressions at all, Christy?
No.
Try doing me. Go ahead.
Christy do any?
Try Jenna Jameson.
Do any. Oh,
That's pretty good.
Wait a second. Hold it.
Everybody does. Tom.
Oh my God.
Everybody can do a Tom.
I don't know. Have we ever heard Ace do Tom? Ace, give us your best Tom.
Ace doesn't do Tom impression.
Great job, Ace.
He hears it every morning.
This is the beauty of Ace.
I do.
He can turn anything around and make it work.
I do a little bit of a Drew Hastings.
Okay.
Christy, I think we need some coffee.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Isn't bad.
Yes. Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah. I think we need to stop and get some coffee.
But you have to throw in something random that has nothing to do with it.
Well,
That windmill suggests that the what?
You know who I realized I can do? Who? I think Macy Gray.
I try to say goodbye and I choke.
Yeah.
I try to walk away and I stumble.
Wow, I'm getting.
I love her.
It's clear.
Boy, somewhere someone watching this on YouTube is getting a very serious erection.
I thought that was I hear rabbits when you're not here.
Did you really?
How good is she in Training Day? How good is she in Training Day?
Very.
My
very
gosh.
Is she in Training Day?
Yeah.
Oh, she played Denzel Washington.
You remember she
Tries to say. I try to walk away.
I love that song.
That's good.
I'm trying to find a world record for you, Jake. Boy, this is kind of slim
The
pickings
latest
today.
college football playoff rankings are out, and then we'll wrap up this car wreck.
Slim Pickens. Pat, give us your best Slim Pickens.
Hey, we got to get on the bomb.
You will see one prophylactic condom, one chocolate bar. Remember that when he runs down the stuff?
That's so great. Sounds like a good weekend in Vegas.
Yeah, sounds
What in the wide world of sports is going on?
That's very
That's
good.
it right there.
Yeah.
And in 1941, a lesser movie, but I enjoyed it
I do
so
too.
much.
I do too.
His name's Hollis Wood, and the Japanese soldiers keep asking, "Where's Hollywood?" And he goes, "Right here." What? What do you mean? I'm Hollywood.
So odd.
Anyway, Oregon's number 1, Ohio State 2, Texas 3, Penn State 4. Indiana comes in at number 5.
Indiana.
BYU 6, Tennessee 7, Notre Dame 8.
That was your Sean Connery. That was very good.
It was awful.
Indiana, I haven't picked up on it.
Alabama 10, Ole Miss 11, and Georgia's number 12. However, Boise State wins their conference. They will replace Georgia at number 12 if the playoffs were to begin today.
Go ahead.
Can we hear Pat Godwin's quick story about running into Sean Connery in a gym?
In London?
Are you aware? Yes.
I love this story. Go ahead.
Nothing but time.
But we were staying at the Grosvenor House for a week of live shows in London, 1990. And as we pulled into the Grosvenor House, Sean Connery is sitting in a chair, drinking something brown with ice, reading the paper.
How cool is that?
And we all went to the front lobby, and I said to the clerk, "This place has to be good. You got James Bond in the lobby." And the guy gets up. "Please don't say a thing. Don't talk to James Bond. Don't say James Bond." His name's Sean Connery. He comes here he came here every month. Came there every month to get away from his family and the show business in general. And we were told not to speak to him, not to invite him to our little radio show. We would see him in the bar. There's Sean Connery everywhere eating lunch. I go downstairs to do some gym stuff after drinking and eating for 4 days. I figured I'd go down to the gym. And there he is, it's just me and him, and he's on a bicycle, paper up, reading and working the bicycle. I swear to God. And I was just so nervous. I got on the weight bench, and it's not pounds, it's in stone. So I had no idea what I was, and I put the weight on. But I'm just watching Sean Connery trying to maybe get a look. He's not even looking over at all. And I take the dumbbell off, and it comes right down to my neck.
Oh. So the barbell is on your neck.
Yeah, and I'm like, ah! And my eyes are closed. And then all of a sudden, it's lifted off me. His face is right here. And I said, Thank you, Mr. Bond. He said something like, thank you, Mr. Bond, as a joke, and he laughed. Yes, Bond, James Bond. And he put it back and then went back to his little bike. And
he was sure that he got his start as a bodybuilder.
Yeah,
Sean Connery was like Mr. Scotland or something,
and then discovered as a milkman, wasn't he?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Man.
Interesting.
Yeah, oh God,
He was in the Bahamas, didn't he?
Yeah, he was in the same restaurant we were in the Bahamas.
Oh, that's just to see.
I had to practically tie down a friend of mine who was going to go over and say something. Do not.
Was he with family or by himself?
He was at a round table with about 5 other people. They were laughing, having a great time. And
yeah,
he's only like 5'2", though, right?
No, no, not at all.
I think so. Yeah, no.
Now,
He were.
Since I can't find a New World. a new world record, would it be okay if we did world records in history?
Sure. Like I can stop you.
Well, no, you can. I'm going to let you
right ahead.
pick which one you want. Do you want to do
Well, don't give them away, though, when you give me a chance to pick them.
Do you want to do the
use code
longest duration dribbling a basketball?
Oh, thank God you didn't tell me what it is. Okay, and what? And
Okay,
what's the
sorry.
other one?
Okay, how about, okay, I'll give you the category.
Yes.
World record, large wheeled bicycle.
I know what
I'm
it is.
sick of hearing about law because Josh won't shut. I mean, I've seen her. What's the other one? Basketball?
Or M&M's. Or
the candy, or
yes, the candy, or pumpkin boat.
Oh, we did the pump. Oh,
hot sauce. We've done all these. Hot sauce.
I don't like the hot sauce thing.
A lawnmower on chin.
No, that's a David Rush.
Let's just do M&M's. We all like those.
M&M's. Go ahead.
I'm not sure we did this one.
It doesn't ring a bell.
Stupid world record.
Special correspondent Tom Greiswald.
Hey, you're going to be mad about this one.
M&M's.
Is it a David Rush?
Yeah.
Oh.
What'd he do? Spit M&M's at his wife?
She'd love
Only the brown ones.
Yeah. Let's do this one instead. The greatest distance cycled.
Well, I'm glad I got to choose.
Well, no, because you'll just be mad about that
Once
one.
again, Tom proves he hates democracy.
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
I know.
Let me make this
sick
clear.
again, but
I do. Democracy is off the rails. No good.
You're a dictator. That's what you are.
The M. You don't want to do the M&Ms. I'm telling you.
All right, that's okay.
Just go ahead. I won't get upset.
Okay. David Rush has reclaimed the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to sort by color peanut M&Ms. I think sorting by color in today's world, probably not a good idea. What do you think?
You know what? You're right. We didn't want to do the M&M.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
See, I told you.
Didn't we have a story once where a guy was stacking M&Ms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wasn't it only like 3 or 4? It wasn't something.
Yeah, it was not very
because
many.
It's nearly impossible.
By the way, if you're doing that and you're not in solitary confinement, you are wasting your life. Now, I like this one. The greatest distance cycled without using hands. Now, I have to preface this by saying this gentleman has hands. He's just choosing not to use them. Okay? So that just to make this clear. The record had been held by Canadian Robert John Murray. Who doesn't know that? 80 miles without using the hands. But a gentleman named Vahibhav Rajamani has set the record at 94 miles without ever touching the handlebars. It's amazing, isn't it?
Thus not getting food or poop on the handlebars.
He's quoted as saying, "Look, mommy, no hands."
You know, just when I thought I would get email, it all goes to hell.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Did you know that in his spokes, he had cricket cards. his favorite cricket team.
Why don't they call bicycle repairman spokesman? Why don't they do that?
I like it.
Huh?
I like that too.
How about that?
That'd be great.
That's right up your Reader's Digest alley.
Yeah, that is very good, Jumbo Shrimp.
And if there's a bunch of them, they could be the chain gang.
These are all great ideas. And you didn't want to do the bicycle record.
Spokesman good?
Another county heard from.
Is that sports?
Yes.
Christy, you remember why the blonde got fired from the M&M factory, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, why?
She was throwing away all the W's. Classics.
Yes.
That's M upside down.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Hey!
Little throwaway story.
Be a good fart.
Thank you very much.
Christy!
John Mayer and film director MCG are teaming up to buy the historic Jim Henson lot.
Isn't he called McG?
I don't know.
It's very embarrassing.
McG?
Yes.
Well, no, I
don't know.
That's
I didn't
because
know.
Didn't his dad have the same name or something? So to distinguish them, he was something. And his dad was McG.
What movies did he direct?
Charlie's Angels.
Oh, that guy.
He did a whole bunch of videos.
Yeah, a ton of music videos.
They're buying the historic Jim Henson lot in Hollywood. Apparently, the singer and Mick G are under contract to buy Henson Studios, worth about $60 million. though Jim Henson Company and Mr. Mayor declined to comment on the details. The storied property, formerly A&M Studios and earlier Charlie Chaplin Studios, had been the subject of speculation that the Church of Scientology was closing in on a bid.
Man, what if we found out Kermit was just a big Scientology?
Oh, God. Statler and Wardolph. That Kermit's
I
right.
prayed to kudzu. Yes, he may have killed his wife, but Tom Cruise and I once Eiffel Towered Leo Remini. so hot.
I bet John Mayer slept with Miss Piggy.
Is she hotter than me, Kirby? I heard John Mayer crapped on Miss Piggy.
We have pictures.
Oh, gosh. Keep that. We have that story.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Everybody happy? When we come back, what have you got, Christy Lee?
Coming up, the National Toy Hall of Fame has announced this year's inductees. Yes.
Never controversial.
Does this story ever end?
Just last month.
I will.
No, that was
Those were the nominees. And of the three winners, I've never even heard of one of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you heard of the third one on that list, Christy?
Yes.
That toy? You've heard of that?
Yes.
Okay.
I've heard of all three of these.
Okay, I've heard of two. Okay, we'll find out what the controversy is all about. Also, coming up in the news, we have probably the most disgusting story of the year.
Yeah, I'm trying to not do that.
And great news for surfers.
Yeah.
I mean,
life-saving news.
The ultimate, I think, surfing story ever.
We have 12 surfers listening.
Is it like shark repellent?
Maybe.
Kind of.
Yep.
Okay.
Kind of.
Oh, it's from Australia, right?
I think it is. Yeah. It's a great story though. It's coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, where's my big bowl?
Hey Josh, new orange insoles are in with that deep heel cup. You should see how deep this heel cup is.
Deep heel cup, you say?
What are you doing?
Deep heel cup.
They're for your shoes.
My shoes, you say? Orange insoles come with a deep heel cup and arch support to provide everything you need to keep up with your everyday activities. Orange insoles are great if you work on your feet all day, simply taking on the world. Orange insoles will help you feel better and do more, guaranteed. Get your orange insoles today and step into a world of comfort. OrangeInsoles.com.
Duke, I understand you've got a very special surprise for us.
You could say that.
All right.
Just did.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
This could be complete chaos.
Okay. That's what we like around here.
The bird of America has always been the bald eagle. But there's another feathered unsung hero too. Generation after generation giving up for the common good. Listen to the story, let the truth be understood. Oh, eat me! I'm a turkey. My heart, I'm red, white, and blue. Eat me! I'm a turkey! True American patriot through and through. 1, 2, 3, 4. The birds just flap, fly, and flutter. From the toucan to the tiny parakeet. Much meat. Pepper them with nuts, breadcrumbs, and butter. So, chop off my head and then turn up the heat. Hate me. Ha-ha. I'm a turkey. Stretch out on the sofa when you're through. Oh, eat me. I'm a turkey. The next day, I'll be a tasty sandwich, too. Now, turkeys have their splinter factions. Dissident birds, unwilling to serve. Foul, pinko, sissy, wimpy turkeys. Right. But the major portion of these semi-flightless birds say, oh, eat me! Eat me! I'm a turkey! Yeah, penguins and parrots wouldn't be the same. Oh, eat me! I'm a turkey! Yeah, gobble me up before the football game! Oh, boy! Hectic Gert and Uncle Hank! Get that wishbone and give it a yank! Let's take this opportunity to thank! Who else but me? A turkey! That's right! Eat me like the Pilgrims used to do! Oh, eat me! I'm a turkey! If I had a musket, I'd be eating you! I regret that I have but one carcass to give for my country. Oh, no. One good-looking turkey there, but we're going to stuff this son of a bitch. It's going to be really good, I'm telling you right now.
The turkey's being walked off the camera. We have set up the guillotine.
Oh, look at that. My Lord, look at that.
What was the budget for this?
Holy hell.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest bird. This thing's not going to kill me, that's right. On the face of the earth.
Oh, boy.
Oh, just kidding. Happy Thanksgiving. Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bravo.
Wow.
How'd you like your surprise, everybody?
Loved it.
I loved it. He's got moves. I had no idea he could dance like that turkey.
It was like watching a late night movie. You know, they've got the production values are a little less than you're expecting.
Yes.
Just enough.
Finally done it. That was a surprise.
Yes, that was.
Thank you very much.
That was a delight.
Duke, nice work. Nice arrangement of a classic Duke Tomato song.
Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom and Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
That's right.
Hey, Steven, how did you make your living, Steven?
You know, I made my living in the movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For the last 20 years, I've been a cop.
Uh-huh.
I understand Christy Lee is having some second thoughts about moving.
No, she already moved.
A lot of people don't know, but for 5 of the last 20 years, I've also been a real estate broker.
Really?
We had no idea. I love open houses, man.
Oh.
Sunday, I show up.
Yeah.
Meet the owners and say, "You get out the car! You get on the ground!" Yeah, it's crazy what happened.
Steven Seagal!
Yeah.
You Steven Seagal!
Yeah, I get that a lot, man.
And then you Steven Seagal!
Yeah. Hey, back up, man.
That's it. You Steven Seagal!
I made my living in the movies.
Hey, got my ass whooped by Steven Seagal!
For the last 2 seconds, I've been a bitch slapper. Steven Seagal. No, man.
Wow, you have sound effects and everything, huh, Steven?
Iraq's $1,000, right?
You don't like
Iraq?
Gravy Grand?
Gravy Grand isn't bad, but the point is pay attention. If you don't pay attention, you can't win, and I'll be angry with you.
I've kind of lost it. I'm sorry. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. By the way, whoever had that thing in the microwave, it's still in there. I took it out so I could heat up my
Oh,
coffee.
I forgot about it. Thank you. It's a cinnamon raisin English muffin that I was defrosting so I could put in the toaster.
Okay. Well,
That is festive what you've got a hold of there, Tom.
Yeah, the cups.
No, that's a cup. Someone went on a Starbucks run.
I love those Starbucks cups now.
Goodness, yes.
Now, how can we be festive but real safe?
Yes.
Yeah, how do we not get somebody?
There's no Santa Claus on there?
Yeah, no.
Can you imagine if they went the other way, though, and Jesus was partake of an espresso, my child?
Well, maybe they could combine lots of religions together. You have Jesus wearing one of those turban things, and with a six-pointed star on a basketball jersey.
Do you hear how many people are laughing along
It's
with
getting to the point where we can't engage with you.
Yes. It's either one of three things. You're not paying attention. You get mad at us for no reason.
I mean, the diversity is great. I was just listening to NPR, and they had that correspondent, Mohammed O'Reilly Berkowitz, and he was talking about.
That joke is so good, though. That is a legitimately good joke. If SNL had any balls, they would do something like that.
Let's change the subject. Huh?
And I even got my own dance.
Oh, it's great.
I like the new baby part.
Baby. Boomy baby.
Is there a pornographic feature based on the Humpty Dumpty fairy tale?
See what we mean?
I'm kind of envisioning John Mayer is Humpty Dumpty.
You know what happened? You know what you've done? You left the room earlier, and Christy looks at me and says, 3 poop stories today. Three poop stories, and has the saddest look on her face.
Well, the one is, this is what happens when you read Reddit. But before we do anything, I have to say.
Can I poop better? Is that
it's worse than that.
I have to say congratulations to Joe Frschetti, the winner of Week 10 of Bob and Tom's Pigskin Picks. He'll be taking on Chick McGee tomorrow in the shoe-in of the week. You can enter the Pigskin Picks competition. Get it done before Thursday evening. This will be Week 11, of course. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest. At stake, the Steven Singer Jewelers gift certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, that would be very nice to win. So pull over and make your picks right now. Christy Lee is over there at the Silac News Desk.
Stupidest story we've
What's
ever
happening?
done.
Which one is this?
This is from Reddit. Somebody on Reddit going viral for asking whether she was overreacting after catching her boyfriend defecating into his own hand. Now wait, listen. The Reddit user, claiming to be a 26-year-old woman, said she opened the bathroom door on her 36-year-old boyfriend and found him squatting on the floor while holding a wad of toilet paper directly under his backside.
Okay.
She screamed, ran out.
Scream.
Soon after, he explained to her that he was shy and embarrassed of his movements, so he avoided pooping, quote, directly into the bowl to make less sound.
What?
The woman said she is still freaked out, but asked if she was overreacting.
No. You're not overreacting. Get out.
There's something going on here.
If that's true, that guy needs...
A few chimed in saying her boyfriend may suffer from I don't even know how to say this. Carproesis, a phobia of being perceived pooping.
That's fine, but man, that's bad. I mean, that's crazy.
The only reason you'd ever want to do that is if you were having an argument with a monkey. and you needed some ammo.
And if that's the real reason, why wouldn't he put toilet paper in the bowl and then lay it on the bowl, lay it in
like
the bowl.
a lily pad.
Flush as it's going to hit the water.
Or the classic turn the faucet on. That was what Jackie Kennedy was famous for at Hyannisport.
Anything but catching. Oh my God, you have a song about this?
Yes, I do.
No kidding?
I was forced to.
That's not Ventura Highway, is it?
I took a big crap in my hand so it won't land in the water. Close the door, squat on the floor so she won't hear the splash. I took a look at myself in the mirror, and what do I see? Me crapping in my hand and my girlfriend looking back at me.
Oh, man, that is so odd. And suddenly I don't feel so bad. Wow.
Oh,
this is
it's bad.
That's rough.
That is bad.
We're going to need a palate cleanser. I got an idea for a palate cleanser. We're going to talk with John Feinstein, writer. He's got a new book out there called The Ancient Eight. And John, of course, is the author of many, many books, including A Good Walk Spoiled, Season on the Brink. And we're kind of his good luck charm. Whenever he has a new book, he always calls us up. So we're looking forward to talking to him. He's also a
interesting guy.
Yeah, but he and Chick have kind of a...
He hates me for some reason. I'm not sure why.
No, Washington Football Club rivalry going on there.
I don't know what that's on
with Chick McGee.
Maybe with Snyder gone, he maybe possibly have softened a little bit. I don't know.
I hope so. It's not your fault.
I don't know. Certainly not.
Okay, well, we'll find out more. But right now we return to the Silac News Desk with Christy Lee.
Here, this is a lighter story. A story of a couple going viral after they decided to allow their wedding guests to pick their last name. TikTok user Danielle Bonadonna of Kansas City posted a video.
Do you think I saw this. Do you think it's Bonadonna or Bonadonna?
Bonadonna?
Yeah, Bonadonna.
Okay.
It is a silly last name.
It is.
Yeah, it sounds like Rosanna Dana from SNL.
Well, she's marrying a guy named Jacob Bartlebaugh, so which one's better? And they're struggling with what to do about their last name once they're married. Miss Bonadonna said she has been called Bonadonna her whole life and therefore felt she could not change it. When Mr. Bartlebaugh suggested hyphenating their last name to Bonadonna Bartlebaugh.
Okay, come on.
I love it. That's the way to go. That's the way to go.
I love it so much.
Bonadonna thought it sounded too ridiculous.
You can't saddle some kid with that name.
The couple plans to wed in February, and their guests will decide what their last name should be.
Okay.
Bonadonna Bartlebaugh. That's a song.
But the two choices, those are the two choices?
Yes.
Okay, they're not taking...
Yeah, no, it's not. Otherwise, it would be what would it be? A Bridie McBride face, or with some?
Oh, sure.
Let's go with that. Yeah.
That is a. What do you think will happen? Do you think they'll just vote for the? I think they'll vote for the bride, don't you?
Bonadonna or Bartlebaugh.
It should be the man's last name.
Stop it.
Absolutely.
No.
Any woman who wants a hyphenated name is just a bitch.
What about a woman who doesn't change her name at all?
Just an insane thing to say.
Well, that's what happened with Mohammed O'Reilly Berkowitz.
I see.
Mr. Smarty Pants, what about a woman who doesn't change her name at all?
Oh, a frigid, probably gay,
closet lesbian.
Yeah.
These are jokes.
So, I'm sorry. What are the names again? Seriously, what are they?
Bonadonna and Bartlebaugh.
Okay, could they combine the two to make one?
That's what they're saying.
So Bonadonna Bartle?
Bonadonna.
Oh, Bonadonna Bartle.
Or Bartledonna?
Bartlebaugh.
Bonaba?
Bonerville? No.
How about Bonerville?
Bangerson?
And name all the kids with B's. Billy Boner, Bob Boner, Bill. What is it? Boner Dill?
Yeah. People are going to be drunk voting.
Is he a scrivener? Bartlebaugh the scrivener?
Oh, nice.
This is just silly.
Wow. Rarely do we get Herman Melville jokes. Wow. Coming up, we're going to talk with the writer, John Feinstein, also Alli Breen with Sexy Time. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Okay. Hey, Peter. Hey, Bob. What are you doing out here? Same thing you're doing. Got a light?
Smoking, we are smoking in front of the building. Oh, we are smoking in front of the building. We are puffing, we are gagging, we are happy because we're smoking. We are smoking in front of the building.
I met a girl from another office. She's a smoker, just like me. Now we're dating and we're smoking. We're smoking in front of the building. We are smoking in front of the building, and we smell like we've been camping. It could be raining, it could be snowing, but we're smoking in front of the building. Hacking, wheezing, barely breathing, choking, croaking. We love smoking. I never was a smoker until I looked outside. They were smoking while I was working. So now I'm smoking in front of the building. We are smoking in front of the building, and the ashtrays are overflowing. We are smoking instead of working. We are smoking in front of the building. We are smoking in front of the building. We are standing, we are talking, but mostly we are smoking. We are smoking in front of the building. Smoking in front of the building. Smoking.
Oh, God.
In front of the building.
Beautifully done.
Where was the end?
Screw it.
Bravo. We have Etta May in the studio with us. Etta May is the mother of several. What is the official count now?
4.
Okay, great.
Not counting my husband. Yeah.
You're done, right?
Thank you. My oldest boy, Bud, is 17, and then Corona, she is 16, and Miller is 13, and then Jack is 8.
There's a theme there.
Well,
Jack.
no, trust me, after the third one, I had graduated to hard liquor.
Understood.
It helps. And Jack is just a dream.
Is he?
My little 8-year-old.
Yeah.
He started kindergarten this year, so we're very
He's 8? Wow.
Yeah. Chick, take you back, doesn't
Yes, it does.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
That kid's huge.
Nothing like being 20 during your senior year in high school.
You're popular.
Yeah.
You can drive and
Drinking.
oh yeah.
Okay. Drive your buddies around.
Yeah. So we're very proud of him, and my 17-year-old is problems are arising. As I'm seeing flags. Let's put it down. The other day, he walked in the house. He had pierced his bottom lip.
Ooh.
Jeez.
And tried to hide it from me. It's like, you know what? Be a man. Own it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hide it. And it's, it's like, hello, you got a spike sticking out your bottom lip.
Man up.
I might notice that at breakfast when Cheerios keep getting hung up on it. Yeah, my son, for his graduating class, now looks like a ring toss game. Okay? Yeah, he tries to hide it, and it's like, hey, Mom, I'm gonna go to my room, okay? And it's like, come here, what's the matter with you? Why are you talking? Come here. And I said, put your hand down. And it's like, oh, honey, what did you do? And I said, did that hurt going in? Did it hurt coming out?
Oh.
Hey, any holes be put in my kid's head, I'll do it. The problem is the kid he runs with. That's the bad influence. This kid has so many piercings, he looks like he was attacked by a nail gun. Okay, somebody from Home Depot did a drive-by on him. I mean, I call him Tackle Box.
Sounds attractive.
Oh yeah, Gunner, you can take him fishing.
Really?
He's got a couple fish hooks right here.
Oh, yeah.
About 13 lures in his ear, a couple sinkers coming out of his nose.
It's convenient, yeah.
The kid can't even walk past my refrigerator without all the magnets going.
Really, really problematic.
And
we got the naked
I was gonna
people.
say undressing.
Oh, no, they're all over 18.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Well, hello.
And her little stuffed llama.
Yes, no, it's an alpaca.
It's adorable.
What
It is
what
an
is it about me
alpaca.
that I just want to grab that and throw it out into the highway?
I want to squeeze it and rub it on my face. It looks so soft.
George, I want to squeeze it, and I'm going to rub it, and I'm going to get its ears and
Looking
go.
at the rabbits,
Sadly, Willie got me one for Christmas, too, a couple years ago, and my dogs thought it was a toy. They got a hold of it.
They ripped it up.
Does that
Yeah, they
head
did.
vibrate?
All right.
It's wearing a hat.
There's Pat Godwin.
Little alpaca hat.
That's where the batteries are. Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick, don't you like animals and hats?
I do. I love anything in a hat. You know that.
Like me?
Fancy
And
hat.
me?
Except you. There's Ace Cosby. I'm
I
Chick
think the
McGee.
three people you like the least do wear hats in here.
Oh, yeah, you guys are fighting for number one. It's Tom, Ace, and Christy. Mr. and Mrs. Griswold and their son.
Wow.
Coming at me.
I'm going to have to ask her about that special night.
Dude wipes, if you're still using toilet paper, hang your head in shame.
Mm-hmm.
Because you, Abraham Lincoln, Woodrow Wilson, all of those old people use toilet paper. Toss that away. Dump your roll. Wet cleans better than dry. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean. Pants down. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee.
And did we do things we learned?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You forgot the sponsorship?
Nope, I forgot the sponsorship.
Who sponsored things we learned?
Sleep Number Bed. Sleep better to. Oh, that's a Jack Johnson song.
Better together.
On the beach with a match.
Well, let's do a story that we missed.
Shark tooth necklace.
And then you can do the sponsorship. How about that?
Banana pay.
This would have been a world record too, I think. 1,000 mariachis gathered in Mexico City's main plaza last weekend. I've got the they played that they played many songs, including
The one all of us know.
Frito Bandito.
Cielito Lindo. It sounds like this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I am a Frito Bandito.
I love
Frito and corn chips and.
I love them, I do.
You think there's a Frito-Lay executive driving on? I wish they'd stop mentioning.
If there is a Frito-Lay's guy driving, get us some Fritos and some
barbecue Fritos.
Tom's favorite potato chip.
The Lay's potato chip,
Lay's
the classic.
Yeah.
Is the Frito Bandito was gone?
It was gone before me.
How about this for a cartoon idea? Kind of a New Yorker cartoon thing.
All right.
The sign says unemployment office.
I like this already.
and then you have waiting in line like the Frito Bandito, Mr. Whipple, Uncle Ben, Aunt Jemima, Joe Camel.
Right.
You know, all of the Spuds McKenzie.
Do you remember why? Do you remember why
Josephine, the plumber lady?
You remember why Joe Camel was gotten rid of?
No, why?
People complained that his nose looked like a vagina. Remember this?
It looked like a penis going into a vagina.
Oh, yeah.
And I barely saw that.
No, I think the reason they canceled it was because it was encouraging kids to smoke.
It was
with a
both.
cutesy little camel figure.
He wasn't cute. He was cool, man.
Yeah.
Joe Camel was cool.
Didn't he have shades?
He did have
Often.
Yes.
Often seen in sunglasses.
And he had an Indiana Jones leather jacket. The whole thing. Yeah.
And who else has been Pepe Le Pew?
Oh, Pepe.
That was ridiculous. Pepe Le Pew was
on my coffee mug.
Yes, he is.
Pepe Le Pew, a great character, and he was not encouraging aggressive behavior. It was actually he was the joke. You say,
of course.
Things we learned brought to you by Sleep Number during the Black Friday sale. Save 50%. That's almost half on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. It's wicked smart. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store, the official bed of the Bob and Tom Show. We all have Sleep Number beds.
Yeah, we do.
Do you suppose that
sleep
live without
together
it.
in one big pile?
Do you think there are mariachis that do sort of the standards that are done as opposed to the classics from their heritage? Do you think there are some that actually do?
Like they did Coldplay songs or something?
Would they do, say, Sweet Caroline mariachi style?
Probably.
I'd be a little disappointed. I'd want.
I know. I'd hate that.
Me too. Hear the original.
Especially here, they have the da da da. You know, oh God.
Nobody's mentioning Sweet Caroline, but you.
Yeah.
I'm just asking if that's one of the things they have to do. You know, because a gig's a gig, and you're hey, you know, are we gonna have to play Sweet Caroline tonight? Okay.
Gotta pay the bills, baby.
Are mariachis? So they're typically trios. A mariachi.
Oh, they can be huge.
I want to say 4 at least.
Oh,
okay.
The one at Disney World's got like 12 guys.
But each person is called a mariachi no matter what they're playing?
I don't know.
That. Good question.
Or is it just the band itself?
Yes. What is a mariachi?
That's a great question.
I don't know.
And God, what is the name of that huge guitar, Pat?
You see it a lot coming off the cruise
And
ship.
is it mariachi?
Are there depressed achis?
Yes.
Instead of
You have your
marijuana?
mariachis and your downtrodden achis.
You're sad.
I'll tell you what. All I know is I got a feeling that if the next person to say play Feliz Navidad gets it.
Apparently, a mariachi is a Mexican musical group, or the music they play, or can also refer to the individual member of said group.
Oh, that's right, because when one of the mariachis reaches a certain age, they get a younger member.
That's right.
That's Menudo.
What is it?
18.
Menudo.
You know who came up with Menudo, Tom?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Mr. Menendez.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Of Eric and Lyle fame.
Eric Lyle's dad.
Oh, well then, yeah, I say free those boys.
What was
They
his
did the right
name?
thing.
Victor? What was?
Victor and Kitty, was that it?
No, that's not it. Victor. Who? You remember Lyle and Eric's dad's name?
It was Kitty and...
Kitty Cat.
Yeah,
I'm a kitty cat.
I say leave him in. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the name of that giant guitar.
It's a bass guitar, probably, or something.
Well, no, I mean a bass guitar is an electric bass. I think it might be like a maraca or something. The maracas are the
Maraca is a gourd with seeds in it.
right. Well, I'll find out.
Jose and Kitty.
Jose.
Okay. Now, we return to the SILAC Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to talk with John Feinstein, the great writer. But first, Christy, what do you got?
The National Toy Hall of Fame has finally announced this year's inductees, and they include the Susan Lucci of the Toy Hall of Fame, My Little Pony.
Yeah, finally.
7 years it's been there. Finally crossed the finish line. Transformers action figures.
Yes.
And the card game Phase 10 were chosen by
I've never heard of it.
We play Phase 10 all the time. I'll bring it in tomorrow. We'll play it on the air. If you
Yes, but he's never heard of it.
Have you ever heard of it?
Therefore, it doesn't exist. Yes, I've heard of it.
They were chosen by a panel
Yeah,
of
but I mean,
experts
when you
in
look at
public.
the other stuff that was nominated.
Included Apples to Apples. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
We have that game, too.
No.
Do you play board games at your house?
I hate board games.
Okay. And odds are you probably won't have heard of any of these.
You wouldn't have heard of any board games.
The only board game I like, I play Scrabble.
Do your kids play board games?
Yes, I'm forced to play the game of life sometimes. Oh,
The game of life?
Yeah,
Let me tell you
I
something.
despise Monopoly.
You say anything you want about the game of life, but they have won the game of replacing the dice with that spinner wheel.
That is so fun.
That is a big deal.
Now, is Art Linklater still the face of the game of life?
I don't think so.
I believe
He was on the money.
I think it can't be.
I know they have to have changed. It's got to be secret.
Unless you've got a really old game of life game.
I can't imagine your girls playing the game of life. How boring.
They like that.
Oh, Daddy, I'm pregnant. I have to.
I like that it was a three-dimensional book.
That's a rough
You
corner.
do get one.
You have babies.
And then you put them in your
Oh, you
get a car
teach them about life.
and a baby, a pink baby.
But I'm just
and a
saying,
blue baby.
what is this game? Dark 10, whatever the hell it is?
Phase 10.
Phase
I've never
10.
heard of it. How can it?
Phase 10 is like Uno. It's a very easy card game to play.
I thought it was a stage of Scientology.
Have you ever heard? What is it? Center left.
Right, left,
Oh,
center.
come on. That's a very fine joke.
Yeah, Scientology, great.
The other nominees this year: Apples to Apples, Balloons.
Balloons. Yeah, there's a great toy.
Choose Your Own Adventure game books.
Balloons is not a toy.
It'll get in there at some point.
Hess Toy Trucks. Pokemon
and
trading
that
card
shouldn't
game.
be in there either. That's a blatant sponsorship.
Yeah,
Tonka trucks.
Yeah, but they're famous for
No, they're not.
Tonka trucks are already in there.
East Coast, they're famous.
Remote controlled
Nobody knows what Hess
vehicles.
is.
Could you still kill somebody by bashing them over the head with a Tonka truck?
Yeah, they were
I mean,
sturdy.
remember those things were sturdy.
Yeah.
Those things were badass.
Yeah, I know.
Sequence, the stick horse, and the trampoline round out your field this year for nominees.
Can I give you some advice about a trampoline.
Don't.
First of all, you need to say, put the trampoline over there, and then the ramp goes here.
Yes, the ramp for your children. They're going to need it. And by the way, your home will no longer be insured.
What about a trampoline in the ground?
Good luck.
Those are wild.
Yeah,
I've never done one.
I think Ms. Pat put one in her house. Put a trampoline.
Probably for her dogs.
We have in-ground trampolines in the news.
We actually do, yes.
Believe it or not, coming up. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to me that other things are more universal than Phase 10.
Yeah, it's political. You know that, the Toy Hall of Fame.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You got to pay your money exchange.
Who makes Phase 10? Is there some billionaire that was too busy to get involved in the election that decided to get involved
More
with
people have heard of Phase 10 than West Side Story.
Yep.
That can't be true.
I'm going to say Trini Lopez.
That's true.
I'm going to go Marty Allen and Steve Ross.
Definitely true.
Yes.
I'm going to go, what else?
You're mocking Marty Allen?
The Freddie.
The Freddie. Freddie and the Dreamers.
Freddie and the Dreamers.
What is that show you like, Blue Light? Or what is it?
Coronet Blue?
Coronet Blue.
Yeah.
If I ever became a billionaire, I would do a movie version of Coronet Blue. Be huge hit.
I guess Frank Converse was hell to work with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Apparently hung like Arnold Palmer. That was the rumor.
More people know Phase 10 than
Arnold Palmer. Not anymore. Yeah. I think our next president, made that very clear that Arnie's army was...
What did you call it? Dark 10?
Whatever. I've never heard of this game.
Phase 10.
I hadn't heard of it until we talked about it being a nominee.
Oh, really?
Is it fun? It's a card game?
Yeah, it's fun. It's
the
like
stick horse, everyone knows what a stick horse is.
Everybody can play it. It's easy to learn. It's fun with all ages, family.
Can you make animals out of it?
Oh, it's a card game.
See balloons. You can make balloon animals. There you go. I rest my case. I win. Now, coming up, we're going to talk with...
There's no way in hell balloons should be on.
You always win. We know that.
Writer John Feinstein will be our guest in just a second. But right now, Chick McGee, tell me about what you're going to do when you get off the air today.
I'm going to isolate myself under lock and key with Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. I've trusted Simply Safe for 10 years now. Simply Safe has a new way to protect your home that stops intruders before they break into your home. Old school systems only take action once somebody's already inside your home. That's a little too late. Simply Safe's Active Guard protection changes the game by preventing crime before it happens. If someone's lurking about, those agents see those lurkers in real time. They can talk to them directly, set off your spotlights, and even call the police before they've had a chance to break in. Plus, there are no long-term contracts, no cancellation fees, and it's around $1 a day for all that protection. Simply Safe also offering Bob and Tom Show listeners exclusive early access to their Black Friday sale. This week only, get 60% off any new system with a select professional monitoring plan. It's their best offer of the year, 60% off. Just head to simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you, Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. Coming up, writer John Feinstein. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is Orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with Orange insoles.
People were taking the chicken from Chick-fil-A and putting it on Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Josh,
what do you think?
Josh is leaving right now.
Josh is leaving.
Okay, let's go.
Come on.
All right. You got the biscuits? Greatest day of my life.
Now, what's this next tune?
Well, this is a love song, baby. You know when you love somebody, but you don't get it back. It's about a girl that did not return her. She already had another love. And it's actually a song about that other love of hers. I can't stop thinking about her, baby. Here we go.
She's a girl who knows exactly what she wants. A man who knows her game and well aware. So many irons in the fire in a juggling act. Tricks on the hook, balls in the air. She spends a lot of time with Peter, and Willie's always up for it. Richard is so smooth and slick, but she loves Dick. Oh, yes, she does. She loves Dick. She can't get enough. She loves Dick. So many men, so little time. But there's only one that's fixed in her mind. A fix that she can't quit no matter what she does. An affliction, addiction that she loves. She spends a lot of time with Peter, and Willie's always up for it. But Richard is so smooth and slick. She loves Dick. Oh, yes, she does. She loves Dick. She can't get enough. She loves Dick. Hey! If you listen to her talk, you think Richard was a cock of a walk. He's good to the last drop. And she can't stop, she can't stop. If you listen to her talk, you think Richard was a cock of a walk. He's good to the last drop. And she can't stop, she can't stop. She spends a lot of time with Peter, and Willie's always up for it. But Richard is so smooth and slick. She loves Dick. Oh, yes, she does. She loves Dick. She can't get enough. She loves Dick. Oh, yes, she does. She loves Dick. She can't get enough. She loves Dick.
Yeah. Bob and Tom show.
Bob and Tom and Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
That's right.
Hey, Steven, how did you make your living, Steven?
You know, I made my living in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the last 20 years, I've been a cop.
Uh-huh.
I understand Christy Lee is having some second thoughts about moving.
No, she already moved.
A lot of people don't know, but for 5 of the last 20 years, I've also been a real estate broker.
Really?
We had no idea. I love open houses, man. Sunday, I show up, meet the owners, and say, "You get out the car! You get on the ground!" Yeah, it's crazy what happened.
Steven Seagal!
Yeah.
You Steven Seagal!
Yeah, I get that a lot, man.
And then you Steven Seagal!
Yeah. Hey, back up, man.
That's it. You Steven Seagal! Oh!
Christy, Pat, Josh, Ace. I'm Chick. Are you
going to behave?
Sports Desk. I always am behaving.
I'm talking to Godwin.
I'm going to behave.
Okay, all right, because we're gonna hook up with a special guest.
All right.
Are we doing this on the phone or on the? Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Wow, it's a writer. John Feinstein has joined us, and John is a distinguished writer. How many books, John?
This book, Tom, is my 50th.
Whoa.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I think you've interviewed me for every one of the nonfiction books, which is 35, and many of the fictions.
Wow.
I'm very grateful.
50.
And you were my first interview on my first book.
Wow.
Season on the Brink.
Wow.
So here we are 112 years later.
Well, I'll continue. I'll continue with the stupid questions then. It's my favorite thing to do. John, the new book, The Ancient Eight. This is the new one. What's it about?
It is about Ivy League football, Tom. And you might say, well, why would anybody outside of the Ivy League itself be interested in Ivy League football? And you know, I always like to write about people, athletes, coaches who are not rich and famous, who are not Tiger Woods or Michael Jordan or whomever you might want to name, Steph Curry. Because I come to believe through my 112 years as a reporter that you don't have to be rich and famous to have a story to tell. And the Ivy League athletes, football players in the case of this book, are bright. They have interesting backstories. They were willing to share them with me. I did 82 interviews with players for this book. And I can honestly say not one of them was a bad interview. They were all smart kids with stories to tell and that they were willing to share. And I grew up on Ivy League football in New York City. Bad Ivy League football because Columbia was terrible.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I still love going to games in what was then Baker Field. Just rode the subway up, the #1 subway up to 215th Street and walked 3 blocks. And always enjoyed writing about Ivy League athletes for the Washington Post because, as I said, they're terrific interviews in most cases. And wanted to do this book. You remember 20 years ago, I did a book called The Last Amateurs, and it was about Patriot League basketball. And Bob Woodward, who's been my #1 advisor for 40 plus years, said, don't do that. Nobody's going to buy it. And I said, I don't care. I want to do it. And it ended up being a bestseller. Not a Bob Woodward bestseller, but a bestseller.
I've always wondered, who thought with Woodward, did Woodward or Bernstein think of Deep Throat as the name of
it was actually Howard Simons, the managing editor, who came up with the name for Deep Throat. He was Woodward's source. Woodward had known him when he was in the Navy. But because he was on Deep Background and because the movie
Deep Throat was,
he started calling him Deep Throat. And, of course, that became iconic in our society.
Maybe your editor would like you to title your next book "Behind the Green Door," just to get some good publicity. You're talking about Ivy League football. What? I can think of a quarterback who, a Harvard graduate that had a great career.
Ryan Fitzpatrick,
17
years in the NFL, and a really fascinating, bright guy. Big surprise. But he played for 9 teams and started at one point or another for all 9 teams. He had a very good career. And you can go back to Ed Marinaro, who finished second.
Cornell.
Heisman Trophy from Cornell. His son is playing for Cornell right now. Not as good as his dad, but he does play for Cornell. Calvin Hill, of course, at Yale. And Brian Dowling, who was a very good quarterback at Yale, but became more famous as the character BD.
The cartoon.
Because Gary Trudeau was at Yale at the time that Brian Dowling and Calvin Hill played there. And they were part, of course, the famous 1968 Harvard game when Harvard scored 16 points in the last 42 seconds to tie the game. And the Harvard Crimson came up with what I still think is the greatest sports headline in history. Harvard beats Yale 29-29.
Yeah. I'm going to blow your mind. If you answer this question, I'll send you $5.
Oh.
Ready? Wow. Are you ready for this?
Pay the postage.
This is so obscure. I'm so proud of myself for knowing this. There is a vinyl album out there.
Oh, no.
With the play-by-play of that game on it. Do you remember the name of the guy doing the play-by-play?
Oh, gosh. I've heard that. I don't know if I heard it on a vinyl album, but I've heard the play-by-play.
I don't know if there's anyone anywhere in the world driving around that knows the Ken Coleman.
Ken Coleman, who was a Red Sox announcer for years and years and years.
Yeah, that's who.
I know who Ken Coleman was, but I did not know he had the call on that play.
Yeah. A vinyl album, probably in a bin in an obscure store somewhere. Before we move back to your book, The Ancient Eight, I wanted to ask you, because both you and Chick, fans of the now Washington Commanders.
Well, I'm a fan. I don't know what John is.
Here we go.
By the way, Chick, Jason told me that you said, I don't like you. I love you.
No, that's not
true. I don't love your football team. I don't love your football team.
What about now? Danny's gone. Everything's
I
fine.
hate them less.
You hate
Dan gone, they're just sort of another team to me. And I've enjoyed some of their games this year. Jaden Daniels is the real deal.
He's, I hope so. People are saying he might be a little injured more than they're saying right now, but we'll see. Well, I still think the Eagles are going to score as many points as they want tomorrow night before things are done.
I don't think the Eagles are that good. I think they benefited from a weak schedule.
Okay.
But we'll see.
We'll
see.
Yeah,
and unlike when Snyder was the owner, when I couldn't watch the games because I disliked him so much, I can watch the games now.
Oh, well, that's nice.
If you had some kind of a machine that measured what you watch in the course of a year, what sport do you think you actually watch the most?
Either baseball, because there's so much of it, or college basketball.
Which do you enjoy the most?
It's a hard call. I love sitting back and watching a baseball game at night, watching the Mets, and they were fun last season for a change.
Yeah.
But college hoops is where I cut my teeth. College sports have been, my first love as a reporter, whether it's basketball or in the case of the Ivy League book, football. But I do love a quiet night at home, especially now that I'm so old, watching the Mets. And the Mets happen to have the best broadcast team. I had the baseball package, so I'm exposed to all the broadcast teams. And Gary Cohen and Keith Hernandez and Ron Darling are the best. And that's not my Mets bias. That's just true.
If you were a degenerate gambler, how would you be doing?
Badly, I'm sure.
Really?
Yeah, because I always, even though I try not to, when I pick a game in my head, which is where I pick games, my emotions usually get involved. I still think the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl because I'm an idiot.
Would you agree with me that the Jets get a disproportionate amount of radio talk?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. My friends Mike Wilbon and Tony Kornheiser talk about that all the time, that ESPN is obsessed with the Jets and the Cowboys. Yep. And the Jets have to do with being in New York, but right now it's because Aaron Rodgers is there and not doing very well, by the way. But yes, I totally agree with that.
We're speaking with John Feinstein. He is the author of many books, 50 to be precise, and the current one is The Ancient Eight. How many different publishers have you had? Just a handful, right?
It's a good question. Yeah, Macmillan published Season on the Brink. Then I was with Ballard for a while, then Little Brown, and now Hachette. So 4.
Yeah. Now, speaking of Season on the Brink, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you the passing of Coach Knight. Did you have much contact with him post Season on the Brink?
Oh yeah, we had a fair amount of contact. Some of it was negative, and some of it was positive. He didn't speak to me for 8 years after the book came out, and then decided at some point that I had been fair to him. And we had, I wouldn't call it a close relationship, but it was a cordial relationship. He was very helpful to me when I wrote my book on Red Auerbach because he loved Red. And I talked to him for a couple hours about Red. And then, of course, the last few years, he had dementia. So I really wasn't in touch with him.
Yeah. You probably are not aware of this, John Feinstein, but the Toy Hall of Fame yesterday afternoon released the 3 toys that made it. And I just want to let you know that the Pete Rose action figure did not even make the Toy Hall of Fame. Leading to the obvious question, your thoughts?
Probably bet on baseball.
Your thoughts on Mr. Rose?
Well, he's a sad story. One of the greatest baseball players of all time. Clearly a Hall of Famer based on his play. But people say, well, what he did wasn't so bad. What he did that was bad, Tom, was he lied about it for 20 years. He kept insisting he hadn't bet on baseball and then finally admitted it in order to sell a book when he wrote his autobiography. And I have trouble respecting that. I don't believe people who cheat their sport whether they're steroid users or Pete Rose, should be in that Hall of Fame. I think character should count. And in the Baseball Hall of Fame ballot, because I did vote for a number of years, it says take character into account, unlike with the NFL, where O.J. Simpson is still in the Hall of Fame, where Lawrence Taylor went in spite of all of his drug issues, because there is no character flaws in the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah. No, I never use the word egregious because I'm not sure what it means. What is the what is the most egregious entry into the Baseball Hall of Fame in your opinion, historically?
Probably Ty Cobb.
Yeah, that would have been my guess.
Yeah.
Hasn't a fair amount of that been debunked, though, about Ty Cobb?
Not so much, Chick. Some, but
that was actually Josh. But
that's okay.
I love the line in Field of Dreams where Shoeless Joe Jackson says to Kevin Costner, Ty Cobb wanted to go come play with us here, but we wouldn't let him because we all hated the son of a bitch when he was alive.
Oh, that's great. And now John Feinstein's new book is called The Ancient Eight. Now, am I correct in saying you have two books? Is another one coming out soon?
Well, no, I have another one that actually came out in October, and it's different than The Ancient Eight because I was asked by Duke University Press, whose publisher, by the way, I swear to God, is Dean Smith. That's his name.
Oh.
To write a book for the 100th anniversary of Duke, which is this fall.
Your alma mater?
My alma mater, and that's why I did it. And I came up with the idea to write a book about Duke's 5 championships. The book's called 5 Banners. I covered all 5 of those championships. I was around before Krzyzewski was Coach K, when all the boosters wanted to run him off after he's 38 and 47 for his first 3 seasons, and knew him when he was at Army, and we're still friends today. And so it was a fairly easy book for me to write. He gave me contact information for all the players. So I spoke to most of the important players, I think all of the important players involved in the 5 championships and the 13 Final Fours, unbelievable number. And it was really a labor of love. It was one of the few times I was able to reveal my Duke bias without having 9 million Maryland fans screaming at me. And I do have a Duke bias. I went to school there, and as I said, Krzyzewski's been a friend forever. But I think the book is more about college basketball and how it's evolved in the last 40 years, for better and worse, than it is specifically about just Duke and their wins.
Okay. You can answer this question, yes or no. Do you already have your next book topic done?
No. The answer is no. I've been sort of searching around since I finished The Ancient Eight to come up with my next topic. And if you have an idea, let me know.
I'm just wondering if your publishers would really like you to do something, you know, for God's sake, write the Tiger Woods book. Here comes Feinstein.
They would probably love it. I wouldn't. Tiger obviously would not cooperate. He's only cooperated on one book, and he controlled the content. It was sort of like that really awful ESPN documentary on the Bulls and Michael Jordan a couple summers ago, where Jordan controlled the content. I'm never going to do a book where someone I'm writing about controls the content. That was the great thing about The Ancient Eight. The kids were so willing to cooperate and talk to me. Excuse me, I have to see.
Go ahead. Our guest is sneezing.
Nothing personal.
Okay.
But they were so cooperative, and I had so much access to the teams, to their locker rooms, practices, team meetings, things like that. That's the kind of book I really enjoy doing, and those have been my most successful books, really. On the Brink.
Let me ask this question. In not necessarily your books, but in the realm of sports books, what sport tends to sell the most books?
Well, the old theory is the smaller the ball, the better. And my golf books are certainly proof of that. They've sold very well. Basketball books also sell well. Baseball books, of course, have sold well for years and years and years. George Plimpton wrote a Sports Illustrated piece on that subject, and with the theory that the smaller the ball, the better. And he said, even though the best-selling book of all time is a basketball book, Season on the Brink, but that had more to do with the subject than the author. And Plimpton showed up at the Masters that year, and I was introduced to him. And I was like, "Oh, man, I understand you think the success of Season on the Brink had to do with Knight, not with me." And he started stumbling all over the place. "Oh, well, I didn't mean anything by it." And I said, "Well, what did you mean by it?" And then, of course, he never read the book, so he had no idea whether it was any good or not. He just knew it had sold a lot of copies.
Okay, I have one last question before we let you go, John. I don't want to get political. I just want to know can you verify the recent revelation about Arnold Palmer?
Oh my!
Yes.
Oh, okay. Really? All right.
So that is indeed true.
That's been legend on the PGA Tour since Palmer was at his peak in the '60s, and I certainly heard about it when I wrote Good Walk Spoiled.
Wow.
So yes, I can verify it.
Wow.
I can verify
If you had said
the Ivy League athletes that I wrote about.
if you had said Bob Woodward told me that, I would have sent you $5. I lied. I have one last quick question. When you wrote this book, The Ancient Eight, what did you come away going, wow, I had no idea?
Just how hard it is to be in the Ivy League as an athlete and as a coach. There are so many rules in the Ivy League that don't exist in big-time football, and then nobody transfers. I think I said to you that Princeton had their first football transfer last season since 1988, when Jason Garrett transferred from Columbia to Princeton because his dad became the Princeton coach. There are really no NILs. So it's old-time football. That's what I loved about it. There's a purity to it. The kids come, they stay for 4 years, they graduate, they go on to do things outside of football, even though there are usually at least 12 Ivy Leaguers in the NFL. Most of the time when I ask people that question, how many Ivy Leaguers are there in the NFL, they'll say 2, 3. It's more like 12 to 16 most years. Ryan Fitzpatrick, of course, was a star for 17 years in the NFL as a quarterback. You can go back to Ed Marinaro, who should have won the Heisman Trophy in 1971, but didn't because of anti-Ivy League bias even back then. Calvin Hill, Brian Dowling, guys like that. But I think that the big surprise to me was how dedicated these guys were to football. They still got their degrees, went to class, all of that, but football was an important part of their life, and they were sort of dreading the fact that when they graduated, in 95% of the cases, that would be the end of their football careers. They would go on to law school, medical school, Wall Street, whatever. Some even became sports writers, I think.
Wow, okay.
At the Ivy League schools. So that was a big surprise to me. The emotion, being on the sideline at the games, and the emotion of the players, play in and play out, and game in and game out.
Well, good. Well, it's always a pleasure, John. Once again, the new book, The Ancient Eight. I did have one last question. This is a yes or no. Did you do the audio book?
I did. I did do the audio book.
How long did it take you?
3 days.
Okay. Is that incredibly boring to do it?
No, I mean, I love reading my own stuff. It's pretty good.
Because for your next book, we'll help you decide what to do it on. A guy named Chick McGee would like to do the audio version.
No, I don't think. Okay.
Hey, thanks, John. Best to you and your family.
Everything I've ever paid you.
Okay.
Hey, thanks, John.
Yeah. Okay.
Best of luck with the book. And you're supposed to send me one.
I thought they sent it to you already. I apologize.
Okay.
I asked them.
All right. Thanks, John. It's always a great pleasure.
Publicly.
Okay. Thank you. And now I got to talk to Josh right now. Am I correct here? Or am I doing this?
Steven
wait a minute.
Singer Jewelers.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay.
The holidays are almost here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
I need that At-Last bracelet, or at least someone in your life does.
Yeah, because Steven, you know what he's an expert in? Real diamonds.
Yeah.
That's right. Steven Singer Jewelers, of course. We've got Steven Singer for our special picks competition. Get those entries in before Thursday night. Steven, right now, would like to underscore the fact that the Anita diamond stud earrings start at just $298, and I say this would be the perfect Thanksgiving gift. I mean, no doubt about it. Now, my idea
surprise. People don't expect a gift on Thanksgiving.
If you're gonna hide it in the mashed potatoes, I've got a new idea for you.
Oh God!
Leave it in the little case. If they're loose in there, there's going to be a problem, perhaps involving some dental work. Steven Singer Jewelers, he's an expert in real diamonds, Christy. These aren't the fake ones. Nope. They aren't grown in some laboratory, Franken diamonds, as I call them. This is the real thing. And by the way, if you want to upgrade it next year, get some bigger ones, guess what? You get the full value of the ones you just bought. The details, well, how about this detail? 100%, 100-day, no hassle, money-back guarantee. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com and check these out. The Anita diamond stud earrings or lots of other cool diamond stuff. You can visit them live and in person at the corner of 8th and Walnut in Philly, or just go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Real diamonds, real jeweler, a real dog guy, and a guy you can trust. That's our buddy, Steven Singer. And don't forget to enter that competition, bobandtom.com/contest. Get your entries in before the Thursday Nighter starts, and we'll appreciate it. And thanks for listening, and thank you to Steven Singer. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, where's my big bowl?
Hey Josh, new orange insoles are in with that deep heel cup. You should see how deep this heel cup is.
Deep heel cup, you say?
What are you doing?
Deep heel cup.
They're for your shoes.
My shoes, you say? Orange insoles come with a deep heel cup and arch support to provide everything you need to keep up with your everyday activities. Orange insoles are great if you work on your feet all day, simply taking on the world. Orange insoles will help you feel better and do more, guaranteed. Get your orange insoles today and step into a world of comfort. OrangeInsoles.com.
And I asked Frank if he could sing, and the answer is not really.
Probably you're correct.
But I thought if we provided you with some great song lyrics, the song Piano Man, you could perhaps go through this with your various famous people doing it. And I have this random list here. So I hope this isn't unfair, but let's just try this right now with the lyrics to Piano Man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's comedian Frank Caliendo. It's John C. Reilly.
Oh, I think I could probably sing this one. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man. It's better than you thought it was going to be, isn't it? Sitting next to me.
How about nice, John? How about Morgan Freeman?
To his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes.
How about Tracy Morgan?
La da 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 da. That would have been better as me. Da da da.
Okay, Paul Giamatti.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. And you've got us feeling all right.
Adam Sandler.
Here we go. Now, John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick with that joke. Oh, to light up a smoke. But he's someplace and he'd rather be.
Okay, Jeff Goldblum.
He says, Bill, I believe this is what? It's killing me. There's a smile right away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be, a movie star if I could get out of this place. Yeah.
But John Madden.
sports. Mel Kiper Jr.
Now, Paul, talking about a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. It's been too much time doing a thing, and he's talking with Davey, who's still in the Navy. And, the fact of the matter is probably going to be for life. And the waitress, tremendous job talking politics. And the businessmen, they're slowly getting stoned. Tremendous job, probably going to keep them lower in the draft. Yes, and sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than what? Drinking alone.
Seth Rogen.
Sing us a song. You're the piano man, I guess. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. I got something that makes me feel all right, too.
How about Al Pacino for an ending here?
It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday. And the manager gives me a smile because he knows that it's me they've been coming to see to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival. I thought he was going to cut me off, so I got big. And the microphone smells like beer. Dinner time. And they sit at my bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? That's Stephen A. Smith. Oh, la, da, 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 dee, da, da, da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. And you've got us feeling all right. Very nice.
Frank Caliendo does Billy Joel.
The Piano Man.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
That was great, Frank. Oh, I feel so...
Oh, you're welcome, guys.
When you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah! More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP. First, click on the link at bobandtom.com. Then, you'll figure it out.
A money word that starts with the G sound.
G?
Yeah, gobble. Oh, boy. This is something for an off-air meeting, isn't it?
Pilgrim.
Pilgrim.
Ante.
How
about
money for
Thanksgiving
panties.
coming up? Remember, think Pilgrim panties. What do they use for panties? Probably
gingham.
Like belts and.
You never see that Pilgrim thing when.
Never see Pilgrim lingerie.
Did you guys have that Pilgrim cartoon? And I remember they would be planting the seeds. But they when I was a little boy, I remember at Mercer School, and they showed them dropping a dead fish in the hole, and I thought that the fish made the corn grow. Yeah, I'm so stupid.
No, that's kind of what they did.
No, it was fertilizer.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it was fertilizer.
It did.
But I didn't understand there was a seed there also. I just thought if you dropped the fish in, you'd get a corn stalk. I was not that bright. Learning about the Pilgrims. But I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving.
Me too.
I just talked to Miss Hooker. She's in the building. Her audition for Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The stage play is happening.
It's a very inside visual.
What the hell?
She's got this vest on.
It's like a leopard skin vest. It's nothing like Ferris.
No, he wears one of those. Yeah,
I'm surprised he knew that.
That's because Josh was just mocking her. The point is, she's going to do some Thanksgiving treats for us. But right now, I've asked Mr. Oskey to step in.
Hi, Oskey.
Hello.
It's good to see you, sir.
Thanks for having me.
I haven't done Wordle yet today, so don't tell me.
5.
3.
Oh, I know.
Okay. All right. But I got you a present.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got one for you and I got one for Josh.
All right.
And I may have to get another one, but we'll see.
It's not that thing that was tattooed on that guy's thumb, was it?
You got us butt plugs?
A razzle-dazzle butt plug?
Could what you got us be used as a butt plug?
Yes. Once.
You know, they should. Do you think they have butt plugs at like the end? I didn't know they designed them so the part that sticks out is decorative.
Right.
They have one that like spins and lights up.
Chick, I once saw online a butt plug that had a fidget spinner on the end of it.
There you go.
Yeah. We remember we had
sense.
we had a guy send us that link to the place that had all kinds of lit ones, et cetera, et cetera.
A friend of mine has one that has a foxtail on it.
Ooh.
Is that right? Oh, remember those, Tom? You put them on your car antenna.
Yeah, was this a male or female friend?
The female has it.
Fox in the butt.
Did she?
Fox in the butt.
Was this something she got as a gag gift, or was it?
Apparently that's what her man likes, and so she has one with a.
And she shared that information with you?
Yeah, dude. People share everything with me because I share everything, so they share back.
Ah, there you go.
So how did that come up? You're having a nice dinner, and would you like more wine? No. Hey, by the way, Jerb, I got a foxtail butt plug in.
Really?
Well, it's like a furry thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Those kind of people.
You know where you get those? You can buy those.
Yeah, where?
A store called. All right.
Careful.
Butt Fox Egypt.
I was in line.
I had to be very careful.
Yes.
I was in line at a major mall at the food court.
Yes.
Yeah. And that hotel there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you tell people you don't wait in line? You should have told them.
No, of course I didn't.
I don't wait.
There's a large food court, and there's a hotel attached to that mall.
Yes.
Okay.
And there was a furry convention in town.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And the guy in front of me had a foxtail coming out of his gym shorts.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, how's that being held in there?
Now you know.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Well, we always suspected that anyway.
Yeah, but but to get to the, we have a brief window here to get your present. I got one of these. I know you and Josh are both the big fishing guys in the room.
Yes.
Is that correct? And now, Pat, I know you fish. I'll get you one. Sorry, I forgot that you're part of the team.
You're not even the top 5 of his friends. You're below Josh. And
I think I'm 12.
Can you pass this over to Mr. Oskey? And I've got one for you also. There you go, Jeffrey. Can you describe that? It's a little box. It's
really?
All right.
Well, this is a great idea.
Oh boy! This says make fishing great again. And Josh, you want to describe what it is?
It looks to be a topwater lure and shaped like President Trump.
Oh boy!
All right. Now this has nothing to do with.
It doesn't. If you like him or dislike him, either way,
You can still use it as a lure.
it's a lure.
Boy, I'd be. So it looks like it, Jeff. It might be like a popper or a.
It's got the double hooks by his feet.
You would maybe throw it like a frog. Yeah, or a popper.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to know. Here's yours, Josh.
Thank you.
I'd like to know how you do with this thing.
All right.
If you catch anything. And in honor of democracy.
Let's give it a shot.
That would have been a really good gift for you, wouldn't it, Pat?
Well, I
like to fish.
Pat, I promise you, I will get you one.
Okay.
It is funny. It claims 2 great, really, really sharp hooks. Catches huge fish, the biggest. Believe me, ask anyone.
many fish.
I believe Ms. Harris's will be going on sale soon. There'll be 2 for 1.
Give it a shot.
That would have been fun if we could have gotten both and predicted the election that way.
That would have been hilarious.
I don't know if they make one for her. I just stumbled on that the other day. They may. Who knows?
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, and let us know because I know you guys are doing some fishing. Pat, I'll get you a
very silly,
nice lure.
Can you imagine? Hey, Tom, I got Josh and Jeff. Trump fishing lure. Oh, do you think that's wise?
It's not making any political statement.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
this isn't pro.
Why would you do that?
I'm sure anybody out there that's upset about this, get over it. This is just a fun fishing. I'm sure Jimmy Kimmel's crying somewhere. It's just silly.
I just want to say that on today's show, we had the Arnold Palmer legend verified by Bob Woodward's friend. So we know that's true. I will never forget that now that we've had that verified by Mr. John Feinstein, the author of The Ancient Eight. We're coming back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
We have the young Shane Moss, comedian from Wisconsin, now living in Boston.
Yeah, I got the Ghost of Christmas Future.
There you go.
Right next to me. So. It's not too late, is it? I can still change.
You can.
Turns out it is too late.
Oh, yes. Now, you mentioned that your girlfriend is a veterinarian.
Yeah.
Now, did you have any normal jobs prior to this comedy thing?
Yeah, I had. I did a lot of manual labor type stuff. I worked in a factory for a few years. Worked construction. The worst thing that I ever did was I was a temp laborer.
Yeah.
Which was just an awful job, and there's like no health insurance or anything with it. There's just workman's compensation. So anytime I need to seek medical attention, need to be a work-related thing. You know, I'd have to call up my boss and be like, yeah, I don't know, I better go and see a doctor. It's just yesterday, I think I was just picking up a little bit too much weight, and I think I might have gotten herpes.
Yeah, I better have that checked.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's insane all the things you have to worry about. Like I remember when I was in grade school, you know, I'm not that old, but just 20 years ago in grade school, the biggest concern was don't share hats, you might get lice.
Oh.
Yeah. They're much more serious now. They're like, don't share needles, you might get AIDS.
Yeah.
Well, at least you can share hats again. Who cares about lice?
Yeah. How true.
I see. Shane Moss is our guest. We've talked about the fact that you drive all over the place.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. This is one of my favorite topics. Kind of an inside showbiz thing, but every once in a while you get what's termed a hell gig.
Yeah.
Maybe you're on stage and you're in a small club or a bar and they've got a TV on over here. There's a pool game going on. People aren't paying attention. Do you have any great hell gig stories?
Well, I have a few, and I'll tell one anyway, and then if we have time for more, that's cool. I'll combine cars and a hell gig. How's that? I was in Detroit recently, and this actually wasn't a hell gig at all. It's just kind of my fault. I made a little mistake. Detroit's kind of a little bit dangerous. It's actually ranked the most dangerous big city in the country, and if you remind them of that, they will kill you.
Or try,
yeah. And I let it slip on stage that I drive a Hyundai, which is a sin there. And I had to explain to him. I was like, listen, you know, I'm all for supporting American-made products. I don't want anyone in Detroit to lose their job or anything. It's just that if I'm driving through Detroit, I want the most reliable vehicle possible. And,
wow.
That didn't go over very well.
Now, Donnie, I know that you're wearing a Christmassy kind of shirt, but this isn't a Christmas song next, is it?
No, this ain't a Christmas tape. This and I want one of them camel toe shirts for Angel Skinners.
Okay.
Because it is a holidays. I'll be seeing her, not by choice, but I will be seeing her. Ain't seen her since her last intervention. I caught her cheating on me again.
Oh, no.
The first time, it's because, you know, this time of year everybody does little sweet whispers, and I was nibbling on her neck and noticed her earlobe smelled like her bare feet. Well, we never did missionary, so I bust her fair and square. But then 2 weeks ago, we get back together, and I thought it was going to be another chance. And I caught her, and this time I have hard evidence because I found tonsil stones.
Really?
In her panties.
Oh, boy.
Not just 3 or 4, chick. I'm talking enough to make a decent trail mix with.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So I was like, it's been going down on you, John Coffey from the movie Green Mile. Swear to God. Remember when he had them pop rocks?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Nice
yeah.
reference.
I remember, Donnie.
Well, Donnie, so that explains exactly what this song is about.
That's what this tape's about. The first time I met her, when the love was tender and purely platonic, from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols.
Oh, my God.
Is he gonna cry?
Well, they couldn't afford air conditioning, so she never had kind. company. Her old man worked for organs, so at least she was bug-free. At the start, sort of changed. Slow down. Let it simmer, Dusty. Just a whore named Angel. Yeah!
Hey.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Sorry.
Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin. Hello. Jessica Alsman's here.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick, I have a comedy question for you.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wife Sports Desk. Hello, Tom. Josh has a question for me.
You know that I genuinely look to you for comedy insight. I find you to be the funniest person on the planet.
That's right.
Do you like this bit? Somebody answers the phone. They're groggy in the morning. Hello. And then they go, hello. Their voice is still, even though they did the thing, they cleared the throat, their voice is still the same.
I like that.
Yeah, you do.
I like more, though, that hello, and the person goes, oh, I'm sorry, did I wake you? And then you go, no, I had to wake up. I had to get up to answer the phone.
Here's what I like.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Here's
good.
what I like.
All right. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Sillier voice.
Sillier. Okay.
That's good to know.
One of the best pranks.
I don't like that.
I saw my friend Paul do this, and I laughed so hard. One of two best pranks I ever saw. This one was, all I saw on the phone, it was like 2 in the morning. He goes, oh, I'm sorry, did I wake you? Well, I should have. It's 2 a.m. And he hung up. The second best prank I ever saw. My friend Nathan didn't know how to prank people. He called up our neighbor Shannon, who was like this 19-year-old. We all had a crush on her when we were like 15 or whatever.
Sure.
He goes, is this Shannon? I'm going to kill you. And then he hung up the phone. We were like, Nathan, you don't know how to prank people at all.
Wow.
That might be a felony.
We're like, now we can never do this again.
Yeah.
Man, you freaked Shannon out.
I know. It's like, you ruined it. I'm going to kill you.
Okay. All right.
That's horrible.
Don't try this.
No, don't do
Wow.
Don't try this at home. Now, let's see. What were we arguing about before? Oh, the Toy Hall of Fame, and they've. Let me ask you this, Halsey. Have you ever heard of this? The three new, what's the word, inductees to the Toy Hall of Fame. The winners, if you will, My Little Pony. Of course, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Transformers.
Yeah.
And then the third one is something called Phase 10.
It's a card game.
It's a card game. Yeah.
You were familiar?
Yes.
Now, do you play Phase 10 with a traditional 52?
No, it's a special deck of cards like Uno.
Yeah.
You play Uno?
Now, what does Uno mean? One?
Yeah. You don't play Uno either, right?
Why is it called 52?
I play.
Well,
I actually
you got to know your numbers and your colors.
No, I play Uno with my little girls, and I play Uno.
Okay, well, Phase 10 is very similar. You could play with
Then
your
why
girls.
is Uno already in there?
But Phase 10 has 10 phases you have to get through to finally win.
Right.
So it's a fun family
I don't
game.
have that kind of time.
I bet Uno is already in there.
I can't believe it got in
Uno
there
is
ahead of
already in
Pokemon cards or the stick horse or the trampoline.
He's mad because he doesn't know about it.
Yep.
The stick horse isn't in there?
No, the stick horse is not in there.
That's a classic.
It's a toy for the crazy.
It is a toy for the crazy.
Me, I'm on a horse.
I'm not joking when I say this. One of the major network television newscasts did a feature on stick horse about
Evolution?
a month ago.
No, they have equestrian
they have a
things.
championship.
It's taking the country by storm.
We actually did see some video in here, and it's amazing.
It's big in Europe.
Contestants are bouncing around, jumping over horse jumps.
I can't believe how serious they look.
It's ridiculous.
It's the end of sports. We've got that. That and breakdancing, and it's ridiculous. But it's time to go back to the Silac Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee.
But no, there's a letter. Dear Tom, I heard you wondering if mariachi bands play only mariachi music. I was at a Mexican restaurant with friends a few years ago and heard a mariachi version of Michael Jackson's Beat It.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Along with other non-mariachi songs. The version of Beat It has to be on the internet somewhere.
Oh, cool.
You guys need to find that. So there you go.
You remember the day I brought a mariachi band in here?
Yes.
Sure. I
bet that was loud.
I remember the bassoons playing. I
Yes.
remember that.
Remember, we had an instrument of the week, I believe.
Yeah.
For a while.
And you guys all got mad about it.
I think we were just
I wasn't here for that. I would have enjoyed it.
I would have liked that.
One day, Josh, we had a harp, not a mouth harp.
Those are incredible.
And they're, first of all, they're gigantic. You forget how big they are. Then this lady had a big thing like a dolly, harp dolly.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And it's great for one gag only.
Which is
segueing into a dream sequence.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, though.
Well,
you can't. But she played the sports theme.
Oh, how
yeah,
cool.
that's right.
The harp is amazing.
Lovely.
Yeah, incredibly difficult to play.
Yeah.
But we could do the instrument of the week. What would you want to start with?
Triangle.
I thought we had, we kind of sort of had a string.
Slide whistle?
Four like a viola and a cello and stuff like that.
A string quartet?
We were going to try to get him to come in and surprise you, but then we all realized how much you hate surprises.
You're right.
I mean, who's going to top the one-man band we had?
That guy was great.
He was
very
great.
good. Like, genuinely good. And we,
wonderful.
Yeah.
We kind of just wanted something annoying, and he was like, good.
Yeah.
He was too good.
Don't you hate that?
Yes.
Well, let's return to have we missed anything?
A newly opened playground in an Austrian town closed after an elderly man was injured by a so-called invisible trampoline. We were talking about these earlier this morning. Telegraph reports since opening late last year, the playground in the Sydney suburb of Quinala has been plagued with safety issues, particularly around its in-ground trampolines that are hard to see. In a recent incident, an elderly man on a mobility scooter drove over one of the tramps. Not tramps, trampolines. And became wedged in the ground before passersby were able to get him out. Help.
These kids don't know how to play anymore.
In response to the concerns, they have placed temporary fencing around the trampolines.
Get me off this rubber grass.
And covered them with wooden plates. So you
How
can't
is a
even
predator
play.
like me supposed to meet any kids if I...
No joke. Why was he off the trail on one of those? Why was he going rogue?
I can't possibly leer at these children. Hey, Aqualung.
Scientists believe they can prevent shark attacks on surfers by adding lights to the bottom of surfboards.
This is amazing.
That's interesting.
According to the Times, biologist and surfer Dr. Laura Ryan began researching the subject after wondering whether it was possible to fool sharks into avoiding humans.
They said it is, but first they have to figure out the electrocution issue.
Since sharks have poor eyesight and commonly confuse surfers with the silhouettes of sea creatures like a seal, Dr. Ryan decided to break up that silhouette by lighting the underside of a decoy seal. After multiple tests using various arrangements of LEDs, they found that bright, continuous lights proved effective against shark attacks on the seal decoy.
That's great.
She and her research team have now developed a prototype lighting array that could be installed on the underside of surfboards, kayaks, or on wetsuits to prevent shark attacks. It is cool.
And it's going to make surfboards look even more badass.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Would it affect the dynamics of your surfing though? Like,
well, I would assume eventually they would build them into the board, so the curvature of the
recessed
board.
enough, the board won't even know they're there. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Can lights.
What a great idea! And of course, for this story, if you go to the actual source of this thing, they show the scariest looking shark you've ever seen jumping out of the water with a mouth that could swallow an entire surfer. But that'd be great. And as you know, that's one of my dreams. On my bucket list is to go learn how to surf in Costa Rica.
Bit by a shark.
No, to go to Costa Rica, learn how to. There's a surf camp.
I think you should do it in Australia. That's where all the
that's where all the attacks are.
Let's not focus on that.
Gotta have a defense.
You've got lights on your hat, so you're safe.
Yeah.
Ace is right. I have my cap with the lights that I walk my dogs with at night.
They're going to find that floating.
Does anybody, is there extreme surfing, like surfing at night or something?
Probably. Man. From what I understand, surfers are like some surfers are kind of insane. Aren't they crazy territorial? Like,
yes.
Oh, yeah.
To the point of
absolutely.
They'll kill you if you get in their area.
Really? You don't go to without permission to certain areas.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah. Didn't Batman have shark repellent in his belt?
He did. And
that was in the Batman movie.
Yeah.
They got
the one with Adam West.
Penguin had one of the buoys magnetized, so their utility belts stuck to the buoy.
Yes.
And here comes the shark. Oh, yeah.
I remember seeing that as a kid and just laughing so hard.
And Penguin's henchmen would say, "Yo, yo, Penguin, yo ho."
I know. Coming up, it's going to be sexy time with comedian Alli Breen. But right now,
Raycon everyday earbuds. That's right, Tom. We all love finding deals this time of year. Black Friday's coming up, Cyber Monday, except Raycon. Because Raycon, you get an amazing deal on premium audio every day of the year. But that doesn't mean they're not having any Black Friday sales. Oh, no. They're doubling down, offering Bob and Tom Show listeners up to 30% site-wide. Check out our latest model of Raycon's everyday earbuds. Now features like 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, lets you pair with 2 devices at once, and active noise cancellation. And even though Raycon's quality rivals some of the biggest names in audio, Raycons start at just about half the price of the other guys. They're already an incredible deal, even before you factor in the Black Friday offer of up to 30% site-wide, plus brand new vibrant colors, green and blue and black and white. And don't forget, if you're not as impressed as I am, Raycon does have a 30-day happiness guarantee. So it's time to save big, especially big on Black Friday. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get up to 30% off site-wide. 30% off everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/Tom.
And they are the best. Don't forget the big over-the-ear headphones if you're traveling for Thanksgiving with your kids. You want to put them in the back seat with their iPads and the beautiful silence as they enjoy whatever it is they're enjoying. I don't care how violent it is, keep watching. The beauty of Raycon products. This is, what do they call this? Eyewitness testimony from yours truly. You're welcome. Coming up, Sexy Time with Alli Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Should dip him, right?
Oh, definitely.
Are we gonna dip
you gotta dip him.
Yep. He one's down, maybe? Is that what we're doing? Or is that just a hello?
Bugs Bunny to oi. There he goes. Yeah, you scream like a little girl. Scream like a junior high girl.
That's all. Yeah, those two little bastards.
Now, before we let you in, I got a couple of questions I need answered.
Oh, that was unbelievable. Thank you, my friend. That was incredible.
Yay!
Thank you, sir. I knew they were at the bottom of it. Well, I made it. It's really, yeah. Yeah, you can't stop staring at those two little There's two hooks. And that's, so you want to hang on to something.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP member. First step, click the link at bobandtom.com.
Brian Johnson, first, the lead singer of AC/DC. For those of you who never heard him, he's like a pirate.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to have a good time tonight, right? Hey, matey, we're going to roast up Sean and give him a nice concert for a good hour and a half. And he can like it.
Yeah. He goes.
He sounds like.
He comes and he goes, Jimmy, me son, I'm somewhere in Europe, and someone said that there's a guy named Jimmy Brewer doing hokey pokey. Because I challenge you to come up on stage with me at the show I'm doing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Right? Sounds amazing.
Right.
We're at a club and he's doing a benefit. And so some of the guys from AC/DC and Deep Purple and all this just. And Brian Johnson goes up on stage and we rehearse for about an hour. He's like, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to bring you out. And like, are they going to like this? Oh, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. They're going to love it.
Uh-huh.
I said, okay. All right. Well, when do I know to go? The guy will come and he come and get you and you'll be on the side of the stage. He come and get you. All right. So I'm on the side of the stage and I get engulfed in the show.
Uh-huh.
Lights go down. The first song. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow. They're playing Shoot the Thrill. The floor is rocking. Next song. Back in black.
Wow.
Chicks are now climbing men's shoulders. I want a better view. Third song, it's silent for like an hour, for about 3 minutes, and then the bongs of the bell. Bong, bong, I'm playing house bells. Place is ready to riot, and the guy comes and gets me, and he's like, all right, kid, get on the side of the stage. Hokey pokey right after hell's bells. All right. I said, no. He's like, yeah, no, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. So I'm literally watching them like, Satan coming to you. Hell's bells. Like, there's no way that puts your left foot in, your left foot out is gonna go up.
Oh my God.
Are we back?
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show and Hernando's Hideaway.
Is this a bossa nova, a salsa? What is it?
Bossa something.
Well, it's nice to be here. Thank you for joining us.
Don't they call women who are in charge boss bitches? Right?
They will say that.
And,
yes.
She's a real boss bitch.
I believe Dr. Jill Biden says,
I'm a real boss.
Can you imagine like some classy lady was like, well, I'm a very boss bitch.
No, she's
Mother Teresa. I'm a boss bitch.
She's a nice lady. She's a comedian. She's Alli Breen.
Oh.
And there she is.
Hi, guys.
She joins us from New York City. The name of the program, of course, is Sexy Time. And Alli can be found in the world of OnlyFans. ALLIB. That's all you need. Do you have a Thanksgiving special?
Ooh, I'll have to do a Thanksgiving special. I hadn't thought about it yet. It's in New York. They're skipping right past Thanksgiving. It's all Christmas here already.
Everywhere.
Here's what you do, Alli. You take a turkey leg.
Jobless Turkey Day.
That's a gravy. Go. I'll gobble this.
Now, our wait a minute. Oh, there's two cats behind you.
Oh, it's hot, Josh. It's a cat fight.
Yeah.
Cat fight.
They're best friends. I
They
love
do
it.
this all day. They're so funny.
Oh, they're battling one another. Alli has two kittens. There they are. Alli can be reached also ALLIBREEN. Send your letters about your love troubles. We'll try to fix them here on Sexy Time.
Yes.
And Alli, of course, is on your favorite social media platform. Let's get to our letters. What have you got?
Dear Alli, I looked up my husband's history on the computer the other day, and he watches a ton of porn. The problem is that none of the girls he's looking at look like me. We have sex 2 or 3 times a month, but he clearly takes care of himself daily. Is this not good? Should I try to say something to him about it?
2 or 3 times a month.
Maybe step up your game.
Oh, wait a second. No, wait, but the first part of the letter is what I think is intriguing.
Yeah.
So would she be happier if the ladies he was looking at looked like her, whatever she might be, brunette, blah blah blah?
It sounds like it, but
Yeah, because then she'd think he was like fawning for her, but she just wasn't like accessible, I guess, maybe.
You know what? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't think that if you saw it. It wouldn't matter.
No.
First
of all, you're looking at his history. That right there says.
Yeah, but an argument could be made that she is not coming across often enough for him.
What I said, step up his game. Our game.
Boy, you guys might be surprised to hear this. I think she does have some. My concern isn't that what he's looking at is porn that features women that don't look like her. That's why you look at porn, to imagine having sex with people that you aren't already having sex with.
Right.
But
Good point.
2 to 3 times a month seems low to me.
Yeah.
So I think he does have a slight porn addiction.
No, but does she want to do it? Is she willing to do it more often?
It sounds like it.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think she'd be concerned if she wasn't. I think she'd be going, oh, thank goodness he's looking at porn and taking care of himself.
But does he want to do it more often? Do you think guys prefer porn to the real thing sometimes?
Hey, that's when it becomes an addiction, I believe.
Alli, are the ages mentioned in there?
No.
That's it.
Why you think it's more of a concern if they're older or
if they're
younger?
in their 50s or something. Yeah.
Right.
Are you asking this question, Ace? In other words, is she, say, 50 years old and he's looking at porno and it's all 20-year-olds?
Well, that, and as you get older, your drive goes down a bit.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know when that happens.
I was gonna say, according to every comic, sex stops after marriage. So maybe.
So she should just try to like entice him, maybe instigate it. And if he turns you down, then you might have a.
I've mentioned this before.
Right.
One of the best episodes ever of a sitcom was when Gloria put the wig on All in the Family. So if this guy's watching pornographic videos featuring, say, brunettes and she's a blonde, surprise him with a wig. Surprise him with a wig one night.
You
get some costumes going.
That is funny. You aren't doing anything wrong. I don't want this lady to think that this is her fault at all. It's not. The guy likes porn, and he's probably addicted.
Yeah.
Well, we run into these letters. It seems like every week that one of them's snooping on the other. There is there are relationships that exist that you don't snoop.
I agree with you. I do agree with you.
Yeah.
So if
I
she
wonder
did
what people did before computers and cell phones. How are they snooping before? Because you're right. It's all the time now.
Just wild accusations.
Credit card receipts.
So does the
looking under the mattress to see what magazines he had hidden?
But help me here. How does she know the nature of the specific videos that he's watching.
The search history is a series of links, so she could click on them.
Okay, so she gets to see that the ladies don't look like her.
Yeah.
Okay, this would have been a much better letter if he had been starring in the pornographic films.
Well, that would have really been something. Yeah,
Tom, we realize you control everything here, but you can't start controlling Allie's letters. Okay, you need to let the people write them in. Okay,
but wouldn't that be great?
Trying
though?
to direct it. Yeah. Well, I think too. What about a little clear history? I mean, people should.
Yeah. How does this guy not know about that?
Right?
Yeah.
See, he's not trying to hide it then, because you didn't delete it.
Allie,
Don't care.
years ago, I'm not sure if I've ever told you this story, but years ago, I remember this letter. It was a guy from Cincinnati cleaning out the attic of his late mother-in-law.
Oh boy!
And they found in those days a canister of film, and I believe it was 16 millimeter. I forget the details, but they went out and got a projector, and whatever you do to get it going, and threaded it through the thing, and it was this guy's former mother-in-law in a pornographic film.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So then
I hope he watched it alone, or did he have a whole viewing with the family?
Well, see, then the question is how long do you watch it before you go, oh dear?
You got to see where she takes it.
About 5 minutes.
Well, until you have an orgasm, right?
Yeah. Come on. You save the rest for
naturally.
Right.
So,
Then
but
you fall asleep.
But I imagine in today's world, with a lot of people doing whatever you'd call a pornographic selfie, I would imagine that there are people that when someone passes, they get their phone and find things they really don't want to see.
Probably.
That would be my guess. And perhaps
I don't know what happens when someone passes. Can you just get their phone code, or if someone has no access to a phone, it just dies with them, right?
You'd just throw it away.
We talked. we talked about that once.
It's not going to be good.
We got several letters from guys that said any phone I can get it in 30 seconds.
That's what.
Really?
Remember,
Okay.
didn't the FBI have some sort of issue with Apple at some point? But so I think they've got an actual secret super way to get into an iPhone that never fail. I don't know.
Unless they were murdered, don't look at the phone. Just go, well, this is unnecessary, and throw it out.
Yeah.
Or if you have to look, just avoid the pictures, avoid that folder of photos and videos. Oh my God.
I see. Okay, let's move on. Alli Breen is our guest. The show is Sexy Time. And once again, it's ALLIBREEN. I spell it out for you so you can find her on social media to send her a letter. What have you got?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend's ex is stalking me. She doesn't follow me on Insta, but she's the first person to watch all of my stories. I get prank phone calls and weird texts from unknown numbers that I know are her. My boyfriend says he doesn't know that that's true, and even if it is, it's no big deal, but I think he should be doing something to protect me. He said she probably wants him to reach out to her if she's doing all this stuff. What do you guys think?
I think he should absolutely tell her to knock it the hell off.
If she's just watching you though, like on Instagram,
Yeah, you can't do anything about watching stories. That's a good point.
Can you block her?
You can make yourself private if it's that big of a deal.
Or maybe you can grow up and stop spewing all of your stories out there and just live your own life.
That's a whole lot.
Or start pointedly making stories for her.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, tell her to go watch the movie Fatal Attraction and get back to me.
That guy should stand up for you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but she wants the guy to contact.
Who cares? Just go, I'm never contacting you again. You knock this crap off. That's what I do because I'm a real man.
Or just start calling. Do what Josh's friend did. Just start calling her and say, "Hey, I'm gonna kill you." There you go.
Oh, well, that's
now
context. A very odd.
You didn't hear the setup on that.
Like what? It's a prank. That's what we're doing, right?
Okay, let's move on. What else have you got?
Dear Allie, my fiance went on a trip to Thailand with friends way before I knew him. And I know that they had a wild time. But I just found out that he's actually hooked up with lady boys while he was there. They joked that they tricked him into it, but when he found out, he still followed through and then actually hooked up with another one. I'm not mad that it happened, but I'm mad he didn't tell me about it. Shouldn't he have?
How do you tell someone about that?
All right, first off.
That's all you don't tell anyone about.
The number one reason people go to Thailand Lady boys. That's the.
That is the number
It's not the pad thai.
Yeah. You can get that anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, but that pad thai is good.
It is good.
I got to tell you.
It is delicious. Yeah. And the satay.
Why would he tell you?
Chicken satay.
Yeah, why would he tell you?
I think the friends must have told him. Possibly.
So,
thanks, fellas.
I'm not as concerned about whether or not he told her as the fact that he was into it.
Yeah, but you try everything once to see if you like it.
Yeah, maybe twice in this case.
I'm old school.
Yeah, you can't expect someone to tell you about that. I would think that's a dark secret that you keep for a while.
Yes. I mean, would she want him to come up and be like, all right, here's everybody I've ever had sex with, and tell her about every experience? This is just one
Probably.
of those things.
But you might want to, in the Venn diagram, those of a different gender would be problematic for me.
Well, I misunderstood. Is this something that happened before he met her?
Yes.
Oh, well, that I think all deals off then. He doesn't have to say anything.
No, he does not have to tell you.
Now you guys can have kinky sex. Maybe you can peg him or something, and it's something you guys can share.
Finally,
together.
the voice of reason.
Of course. Chick, why didn't you think of that?
Relive the glory
Got a
days.
couple guesses.
Which is the don't they go to Thailand in one of those bachelor movies? Hangover.
Yeah.
Well, Thailand has
Oh
them
yeah.
now.
Oh,
Well,
that's
because it's also women who do like crazy things. It's like they show you a list of shooting ping pong balls out.
Oh,
and
God.
all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, you say crazy, I say art. Okay.
They found all kinds of things in Thailand in Hangover 2, except comedy.
Yeah.
Severe lack of humor.
I never saw that one.
Another
First one,
writer.
classic. The second one.
Look up a writer.
Shoot him with the taser again. That was funny.
Then did one.
Okay, let's move on.
Face.
The show is Sexy Time. Our guest is Alli Breen here in the Bob and Tom program. What else have you got?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend has a trainer at the gym that he used to go to once a month, but they changed trainers and now he has a very hot trainer.
Here we go.
He signed up for more sessions with her and now he's up to twice a week. I don't love it. He's never been into fitness before. He also doesn't have that much money to spend. When I brought it up, he said, I should be investing also in my health. So he just flipped the script. I want to tell him everyone sees through what he's doing and it looks pathetic, but I don't want to sound jealous. What should I do?
I love her, all right.
Start, go
Leave
to that
us
same
alone. Leave us alone.
So wait a minute.
I love that his comeback was like, listen, fatty, you should be at the gym more.
Yeah.
But he had a trainer, so he was already paying for a trainer.
Right.
And now it's switched up, but then he doubled his.
Just
Doubled his
lucked out.
investment.
Okay.
So
So
to
you
speak.
find the hottest trainer at that gym and you go to him and you work
Yes.
on yourself.
But I mean, is
okay?
that these
The problem is a lot of them are very gay.
These trainers have to deal with this.
He doesn't know that.
Wait a minute, hang on a second. What'd you say?
Gay trainers are a problem.
What did you say, Allie?
I said a lot of the hot trainers at gyms are gay.
Yeah.
So for the woman to find one to make him jealous might be tough.
So is that both male and female trainers? Is that a thing?
No, I think just for the male. I mean, here, like Equinox is the big gym, and most of the trainers, they're like.
Well, you're in New York. We all know that 90% of the men there are gay.
Yeah, that might be.
That's a fact. I went to college there. You can't walk down the street without running into a gay
Can't
guy.
judge from here. Good point.
I know a lot of trainers, and none of them are.
Yeah,
gay, so
and a lot of them
are married.
and a lot of them have to deal with this.
Yeah.
All the time. So I don't know. I who knows? This guy's not going to end up with his trainer.
No, she's being insecure.
Yep,
Don't
you
worry
could just
about it.
go work out the same time he's at the gym. You could be on the treadmill. He just happens to be on the floor working out with her. No big deal. You're working on yourself.
That's an unusual exercise you're doing. It looks a lot like pelvic thrusts into her hips.
Just tell his girlfriend to go have a sandwich and maybe a pie. Leave me alone. Chunkles.
I'll tell you what, that shooting ping pong balls thing.
Yeah.
That would jazz up those TV lottery shows. Well,
that would be great.
Well, Janice, come on out here. Let's get those numbers.
Let's roll that first number. It's 22.
She has how many ping pong?
It's a 0. Oh, no, wait, let me wipe that off. It's an 8.
They have like 60 numbers.
Wow.
You draw them beforehand backstage, and then you shoot them out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that would be.
You have 6.
Yeah, so we've solved the problem. We have time to solve one more problem, Alli Breen. Go ahead.
Dear Allie, Okay. Me and my husband are high school sweethearts with 3 kids, 14, 16, and 18. My husband just sat me down to tell me he had a girl tell him that her 15-year-old daughter was his. He doesn't think it's the case. He thinks he's being extorted, but he did want to tell me he did have an affair for 6 months with the mom. I want to support him against them, but I'm so mad at the betrayal. Also, if he had this affair, don't you think there were others?
Oh, geez.
Okay, the main issue here is that you wrote the wrong show. That is a
serious
issue. A legitimate issue.
This is requires maturity.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm out.
Unfortunately,
I
we
will
are
say, though,
fresh out.
she's right, because even if the kid doesn't end up being his, he still had the affair. So
I know.
Yeah.
You gotta look. Does this guy get any credit for being so
coming forward? Yeah,
forthcoming here.
Well,
I
but
think
then the argument you could say you didn't come forward till you knew you were going to get caught. So
That's it. Exactly.
Right, but why, if it was over, why hurt your spouse like that? If you know that it's over and you're not going to cheat on your spouse again, why put them through the pain?
And why did that woman wait till the kid was 15 to try to go after some money from that guy?
I'm guessing college fund.
There you go.
Or maybe she had already told someone else it was his, and then they discovered it wasn't, so she moved on to the next.
The guy's been pretty honest, besides lying to you for 6 months. But what I'm trying to say is, ask him if there were other, and maybe you'll get a straight answer from him. And you have every right to be upset. Sure. And you can still support him. You can still support him and be mad that he cheated on you. That's totally fine.
And you might get a bonus kid out of it. You don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Nice little addition to the family. Who knows?
Hey, just in time for Thanksgiving.
That's right, yeah.
I'd like to introduce you to Libby. She's your half sister.
Get on the table, Leaf.
Okay. Well, thanks, Allie.
Please feel welcome, Travis.
Alli Breen is our guest. Allie, are you working this week?
Yes, I am going to be at the comic strip on Saturday night, and I'm doing some Ukrainian fundraiser thing on Friday night.
Oh, sounds like you're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
You can reach Allie once again. ALLIB on OnlyFans and ALLIBREEN on your favorite social media platform. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've done some good work here today.
What if that 15 and 16-year-old hooked up and they didn't know they're half siblings?
Oh, my God.
Oh, little Luke and Leia action?
Oh, yeah.
Now, right now, I want to tell you about why Christy Lee is over there, because you're doing the news and you're doing it at the Silac Insurance Company News Desk. Thank you very much.
Yeah, because I'm worried about retiring, so I have to be here.
Yeah, I'm retiring down the road a piece, but we sure would be nice if you got a gold watch from the company and a nice pension. That rarely happens these days for most jobs. That's why you want to pay close attention to something called an annuity. The experts on annuities, the Silac Insurance Company. What this is about is when you retire, getting a steady paycheck. You can make arrangements so that when that time comes, you won't have to worry about that check coming in the mail. Now, I mentioned it that way because Chick McGee has done a very special video for the Silac folks that appears at bobandtom.com, showing Chickster going to his mailbox to pick up that check. Now, by the time you retire, maybe checks will be a thing of the past. It'll just be directly deposited. They can do that today. Find out the details. Restrictions apply. See if you qualify. Head to silacins.com. That's SILACINS.com. Or just go to bobandtom.com and have the Chickster walk you through it. Once again, the Silac Insurance Company have those payments coming to you on a regular basis when you retire with something called an annuity. Get all the details from the annuity experts at Silac. The Silac Insurance Company. Coming up today in history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, where's my big bowl?
Hey, Josh, new orange insoles are in with that deep heel cup. You should see how deep this heel cup is.
Deep heel cup, you say?
What are you doing?
Deep heel cup.
There
there for your shoes.
My shoes, you say? Orange insoles come with a deep heel cup and arch support to provide everything you need to keep up with your everyday activities. Orange insoles are great if you work on your feet all day, simply taking on the world. Orange insoles will help you feel better and do more, guaranteed. Get your orange insoles today and step into a world of comfort. OrangeInsoles.com.
You know, here at Charlie's Tavern, I stay mighty busy making drinks, but the phone, it never stops ringing. I love tending bar. This job is really great. My customers are thirsty and I hate to make them wait. But it always seems the phone rings as I start to pour a beer. It's some fella asking me to page his friends he says are here. Okay, buddy, you hold the phone and I'll check to see if they're here. Is Seymour Butts around? Have you seen Dick Peter? Are you Jack Hinoff? Is anyone Sharon Peter? Have you seen a Harry Beaver or you a Peter Smoker? And it seems like almost every night I'm paging Richard Smoker. Paging Richard Smoker. Paging Richard Smoker.
Yeah, his name is Richard, but they call him Big Dick.
I'm looking for a big dick smoker.
Have you seen a Mr. Bader?
No, but you can check back later.
Could you find a hairy ballsack?
Not right now, you'll have to call back.
Fill the crackhead if you please.
He's among the absentees.
Do you know Ivana Wiener?
Sorry, no, I haven't seen her.
Phone rings.
There it is.
You know, this worked yesterday in rehearsal.
Does anybody hear the phone ringing?
I hear it. My headphones.
You heard a phone
Oh,
ring?
you hear? Did you hear the
ring
phone
in
ring?
your headphones?
Wait a minute, ring it again.
Did I answer it or not?
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, wait, I just heard it.
Hello, Charlie's Tavern.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Hello, Charlie's Tavern.
I'm sorry, I can't hear. There's someone
Speak up, Dan.
clearing their throat in my
Hello,
mic.
Charlie's Tavern.
What's the matter? Is it noisy in there?
Yeah.
I was hoping you could page somebody for me.
Sure, who are you looking for?
I'm trying to find a Mr. Padasso. His first name is Stuart, but they call him Stu.
Stu Padasso?
That's right.
All right, hold on. Excuse me, everybody. Hey, is there a Stu Padasso here?
Right here.
Does anyone know a Stu Padasso?
He's over there. I see him.
I'm sorry.
Right here.
Someone said he just left with Haywood.
Haywood who?
Haywood Jablomi.
No, but buy me dinner and drinks and we'll talk.
Wow, that'd be a wild. That'd be a wacky twist, wouldn't it? Hey, Bob and Tom are doing it.
There's the phone. The phone's ringing.
The phone's ringing.
Hello, Charlie's Tavern.
Yeah, hi. Could you page someone for me?
Sure. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for a Miss Fingerdew.
What, do you want to kill her?
First name Wilma.
Wilma Fingerdew. Sorry, somebody says she's in the back room with Willie.
Willie who?
Willie Fisterbottom.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt, baby. Whoa.
What ethnicity was that supposed to be?
Hell was that?
I have no idea.
Okay. They call here several times a night, and it's always the same. He asks me if I'll page his friend, and then he says their name. Hey, is BJ Hunter there? Can you find a Peter Wanker? I'm looking for Amanda Kiss. Have you seen Woody Spanker? Paging Richard Smoker. Paging Richard Smoker.
Yeah, his name is Richard, but we call him Big Dick.
I'm looking for a big dick smoker. Really? My song is nearly over now, so I'll cut to the quick. Who knew there were so many guys named Peter, Rod, and Dick? And if you see somebody, or if you need somebody, Paige, let me be quite blunt.
Uh-oh.
I'll try my best to find him, or my name's not Michael Hunt.
Paging Richard Smoker. Paging Richard Smoker.
Yeah, his name is Richard, but they call him Big Dick.
I'm looking for a big dick smoker.
Paging Richard Smoker.
Is Mike Hunt here?
Paging Michael Hunt.
It's not on the script.
Paging Michael. You're supposed to say.
Paging Michael
Give me the
Hunt.
last part of the song again, would you please, Steve? You're supposed to say Paging Michael Hunt, then say
Paging Richard Smoker. Paging Richard Smoker.
Oh, yeah, his name is Richard.
They call him Big Dick.
I'm looking for a big dick smoker.
Paging Richard Smoker.
Paging Michael
There
Hunt.
we go.
Paging Michael Hunt. Is Mike Hunt here?
That went well.
See, that really makes a difference when you
set it up.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Word for you in about 15 minutes. It's that simple. You could be just like Christopher Flynn or Kelly Struing or Tim Stewart. Or the list goes on. Winners of $1,000.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. Hello, Tom. How are you?
Good.
Wrapping her up, buddy. Putting a big bow on today's show.
It is a big bow indeed. Now,
one of those big luxury car bows.
I love those.
Right there on the hood.
Yeah. Most car dealers, do they have those? Just
lying around. Yep.
They do.
Is there a fee for those? Or
Yep. Oh, yeah. $20.
I bet they nail you.
Do you got to pay for that?
Oh, sure, that's extra.
Do they build it? Do they build it into your payments?
Yeah.
If you get the undercoating, it comes with it.
Okay. Now, we're going to push on with our history lesson, but before we do that, something very important to tell you.
He's doing it again.
That sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
You guys should be proud of me. Yesterday, I pickled a cucumber.
Really?
Kind of a big deal.
I think you ruined the punchline.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Ace's joke of the day brought to you by Omaha Steaks. Shop early and save 50% off gifts from Omaha Steaks. Go to omahasteaks.com and use the promo code BTS for an extra $30 off. Minimum purchase may apply. That's Omaha Steaks.
Ace, you do have a lot of pickle jokes. They seem to be your bread and butter.
That's cute.
Thank you.
Is that a kind of pickle?
Yes. What do you mean? Is that a kind of the only
A butter pickle?
Those two.
God, I love bread and butter.
Ever that I've ever heard ever.
Oh, my.
Since I've been hearing jokes.
Are you gurking me?
And we have another contender. All right. Hang on.
Just when you thought they couldn't get any worse.
Wow.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do birthdays. How about this? Josh?
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday, 1850. Middle name, please. Robert Stevenson.
Lewis.
That is
Nope,
correct.
it's Louis.
He, of course, founded the Treasure Island Casino in Vegas.
Louis.
Famous for the pirate show.
I'm ashamed to say I've never read any of his books.
Really?
Yeah, I need to.
You dumbass.
I am dumb.
Hey, Tom,
This is
it's
the
T.I.
one author
now.
you missed.
What is it now?
It's T.I. now. Treasure Island's T.I.
It's called T.I.?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, they're for whatever reason they changed it to T.I.
Why?
Bother the pirates or something? Like,
I think they got rid of the pirates years ago.
Oh, out in front?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was fun.
Wow, I didn't know. Sorry. Well, let's move on. Happy birthday to the late Gary Marshall with 2 R's in Gary.
Oh, yeah.
I always enjoyed the way he talked.
I did too.
Penny Marshall's dad?
Brother.
Penny Marshall's brother.
Oh.
Directed the movie Pretty Woman.
It's a brother.
Among many, and produced lots of TV shows. Let's see now. Jimmy Kimmel, born in this state in 1967.
You'll be okay, Jimmy.
It's going to be all right.
Stop
Do you remember
crying on live television.
Am I correct in saying his first show was... wasn't he on that show with Ben Stein?
I loved Ben.
Yeah, great on that.
Stein's money.
Win Ben Stein's money, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was good on radio. I like Jimmy. I don't
And the
know.
classic The Man Show.
Sure.
There you go. Actor Steve Zahn. Do you know what he was
I
in,
love
Christy?
Steve
Yeah,
Zahn.
he's great.
He's been in a lot of things, yeah. That thing you do is
I
great.
love that
He's
movie.
terrific.
Gerard Butler, born in the
He's
state
a
of
handsome
1967.
fella.
Oh, 300. Yeah, he's all oiled up.
Oh,
Boy, is he.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now,
this is Sparta.
I don't
Kicks
normally
him
like
into the hole.
Gladiator movies, but boy.
no, they're making a new one, right?
Gladiator 2.
I guess it's
Electric Boogaloo.
not good.
Really?
Oh, no.
Don't say that.
I was going to save it for your Christmas gift, but apparently I've heard it's not good.
Is it already out?
No, but it's done. It's made.
A week or two.
Yeah.
Okay. Disney's Fantasia released in 1940, and it became kind of a
Fever dream?
LSD thing in the late 60s. And
It is a masterpiece of
Very
animation.
trippy, yeah.
they were
A little boring.
dropping ass. Yeah,
As a kid.
remember
Musical instruments dance around. It's
Brooms and
kind of fun.
hippos.
the classical music. I remember.
Hippos and tutus?
I remember as a kid thinking, could Scrooge McDuck come out and make this funny or
Well,
something?
The Sorcerer's Apprentice is a good segment.
Okay. Let's see now.
It's Mickey, right?
Okay, this is Godwin. This is for you, Mr. Godwin.
Nepotism.
1980. Voyager 1 sends back the first close-up pictures of
Mars,
No.
Saturn.
Saturn is correct.
All right.
No, is it Saturn?
Saturn is the answer. Is it Saturn?
Saturn.
Now, we have a news story.
Uranus.
We have that coming up tomorrow.
Tomorrow, we have a news story coming up about Uranus.
Yes, we do.
What about Uranus?
In fact, we have a story about Uranus and Uranus.
Oh.
They're both in the
You know
news.
the difference, right?
Yeah.
One's in space, the other one I sit on. Glad you went with that.
And isn't
You know the difference? Your uncle's only been to one of them.
Go get me a nice hot cup of coffee.
now, do you know that next year, famously, the rings of Saturn are going to disappear?
Not literally.
Is that right?
No.
From our angle.
Yeah, from the angle of Earth.
No, I already can't see them.
That's true.
They're making a big damn deal about it. Yeah.
I think in March, for some reason, the angle will be such that the rings of Saturn will
The
temporarily.
angle of the dangle has the brew that is true.
But the rings of your anus aren't going anywhere.
I think
Ask your uncle.
this is a periodic event. I believe it coincides with the McRib.
Oh, I don't have periods anymore.
You know the difference? One's a gaseous mass, the other's a planet. Now get Anne-Marie another cocktail.
The disappearing Saturn rings.
I think we've stumbled upon a new character, Aunt Marie.
Another cocktail.
Do you know the disappearing Saturn rings brought to you by Whisk? Remember?
Ring around the collar.
Oh, yes.
Aren't you? I wanted her to say it.
No, you remember Whisk?
Ring around the collar. Those dirty rings. My husband's anus has dirty rings. This is the Bob and Tom Show.